1 year.
Yeah, well, happy anniversary. Good.
Yeah, I got 1 year and I went open.
Good. That's amazing. Remember, every transaction has babies.
Yeah.
On that. Good. Go ahead.
Brian McCarthy. I am a new realtor as well. I joined Keller Williams in October.
Nice.
I am also grateful for Brett, family, and the daily opportunities that come.
I love that. Thank you. And last but not least,
I'm Suzette Banks, Mayor, hyphenated, married to Chris, who's also in the program. We came in August 2022. I met you at the office in San Pedro.
that's right. Yeah.
And you guys have great snacks over there.
Carlos about my muffins. Oh, okay. Because he's been giving me a hard time ever since.
I'm grateful for my husband, my children, and everything else.
Good. Okay, great. Well, thank you all very, very much. I know it's very cliche, very colorism of us, but you know, we always kind of take a step back before we start something, right? Especially learning, training, and being able to set our minds a certain way. Our mindset is so powerful, and we know this for a fact. We've seen the impossible possible, and you know, I kick off with grateful and with affirmations because it literally centered me. I want you to be centered. I want you to all find your core, so that when you're absorbing all this information, it's not only going to come to you on a knowledgeable standpoint, but also on a wealth and financial health, wealth benefits in abundance. And I know, again, you guys probably hear this a lot, but I am all about that. So, okay, we'll roll it right through. Okay, maybe not. There we go. All right, so you are doing, or we're on Capture More Leads. Congratulations, you've knocked out 8 of the 20 series already. So congratulations, that is a huge accomplishment. I know I say that very wholeheartedly because I understand 3 to 4 hours of training is intense. I mean, if you have to stand up, if you have to stretch your legs, by all means do so, because I've been there. I've sat in your seats many years ago, and I still do, because as a trainer, as a teacher, you know, you still learn as you go. So we're both all learning together. Don't be shy on questions. Don't be shy to speak up because it is interactive. The more you put in, the more you're going to take away. Okay. All right. So far you've been making contact with your sphere, I hope, your SLI. Good. Okay. And obviously those people that you know and who know you. In this session, we are going to figure out other sources in your leads. There's so many methods. I want to kind of, let me see if this new one is gonna, there we go. Perfect. All right, so obviously we understand that do not call us. Don't call anyone that's on the BNC list. We want to be respectful for a lot of our clients' time as well. When you're making calls, when you're reaching out to them, you always want to ask, is this the right time? I know a lot of us is very shy. My favorite is dialing the number, you're like, don't answer, right? But we don't want to do that. We want them to answer. But when they do answer, we want to be respectful, right? Just ask them, do you have 5 minutes of your time? Well, before that, after introducing yourself. So, okay. Let's see. I want to make sure that I'm following the model because Carlos is holding me accountable as much as possible. And I usually fly rogue. So, let's see. If your birthday falls in the first quarter, January, February, and March, raise your hand. Okay. What about the second quarter, April, May, and June?
I'm sorry, what was the question?
If your birthday,
when is your birthday?
Oh, when is your birthday?
Oh, November.
Okay, got it. All right. So the reason why we're doing that is because we want to it looks like there's going to be a game of, I want to know, so we had 0 in the first quarter, but we had 2 in the second quarter. April, May, and June birthdays. How many contacts do you have in your database right now?
I have like 150.
That's good. Okay, then Patricia, what about you? In your command database.
Like 8.
That's amazing. No, you guys, this is good. Okay, the reason why we're bringing this up is because, as we know, there's a 201 club that is happening. And I believe it's happening in your market center tomorrow. And the reason I want to bring that up a little bit is because lead generation has a lot to do with our database, right? How can we lead generate if we don't have anyone to contact to generate leads from? Or contacts of where, hey, auntie, you know, do you know anyone that is looking to sell or buy? What about your neighbors? Or whatever the case is. So I promise there's a method to all this madness. So let's see, well, we're going to jump on to the next one. Third quarter. What about July, August, September? Okay, can you share how many contacts you have in your database?
I think I have 82.
Perfect.
I'm working on putting in command right now, but probably around like 60 right now.
No, that's amazing. We have to start somewhere. I can tell you, and please don't quote me on this, and don't tell anyone this, but I didn't live in Canal when I started in 2017. And the reason being is because I didn't understand it. One, number two, I felt like, you know what, like it's too robust for me, but also there was a ton of glitches. So I actually did not live in Command up until about 8 months ago. So don't be shy. It's okay. We want to be as transparent as possible because I want to understand where you're at. Right. So I can at least help and guide you, right? Yeah, no, I had one, and it was the one contact that I had to do during my onboarding, but that was it for years. I didn't have anyone in my Command database. But that's okay. That's why we're going to work on it. Okay, good. Let's see. I'm going to move this up a little bit. Do you guys usually have anyone popping on Zoom, or is it
no? It's not. So I think this is recorded. It's not Zoom.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. All right. So today's agenda: systems at work, prospecting versus marketing, gold line of referrals, or resources, capture every lead. Then we'll do our recaps and ahas, and then our daily successes. Let's see. Any questions so far? All right. Okay, Skylar, can you read the quote, please?
You love people, but at the same time, you haven't yet learned to love hunting for them.
That's right. What do you think that quote means to you?
I guess maybe you have relationships with people, but you won't maybe expand that.
That's right. Yeah, no, absolutely. So look at it this way. So now that I know all of you, now you guys actually are my target board, right? So we have a relationship now. I know you, you know me a little bit. And as we go and get along, I hope to think that by the end of this session, we're all going to be friends on social media. We're going to start following each other, but also we're going to start seeing each other in a lot of our office events, right? But I'm not going to go to 10 and go 10. Do you know anyone that wants to come into real estate, that wants to, do they want to leave their 9-to-5 job, or do they want to maybe have some passive income, get their license, right? So I love you enough to ensure that you're with our organization, but I'm not hunting for more people to join our organization. So that's how I look at it on a leadership standpoint. Now, as an agent, again, let's use Auntie Jane as an example. We love her so much, but how come we don't ask her for business? Hey, Auntie Jane, you've been in your home for 20 years, and usually in your neighborhood, about 10 to 15, there's someone moving in, moving out. Don't you want to downsize? Now that cousin Jamie is out of the house, right? It's just you in this big old house by yourself. Have you considered downsizing? Or, hey, I know that you go and play bunco with all your friends. Do you mind if you can introduce me to some of your bunco friends, right? So that's what the hunting is. We're so, as human beings, and not all of us, because I can sense a lot of strong personality, but there are some of us that are so shy to ask for business. What's the worst that they can say?
No.
Okay, Thank you. See you at Thanksgiving. Literally, right? Or what if they didn't say no? They go, you know what? Yeah, I just spoke to my bunco friend, and she was just talking about her son wants to buy a place. Boom. That's it. And all you have to do is just ask. So I love that quote by PK. That's awesome. Okay. All right, systems at work. Let's go. So like Keller Williams is built on resources, models, well, tools and resources, and then models, right? Have you all touched the MRA book yet?
Yes.
Okay, good. Love it. So we're literally the breeding ground of models. We're all about models. We're and our acronyms and the whole 9 yards. But the one thing that I love about our organization is because the model that they have in the Red Book, it works. It literally does. There are millionaires out there in this office, in our sister offices, that literally is living the life by design. And all they have to do was follow the model. We don't have to reinvent the wheel, thank goodness. And real estate is the only business that we do not need a ton of capital. You go open a restaurant, you need 150 grand off the bat. And I know this firsthand, right? You want to open a clothing line or a clothing store. What do you need? At least a couple $100,000, right? We don't need capital. That's the beauty of it. We need a little bit of capital. But the ironic part is, as soon as you close your first transaction, that the expense that you have put out, you get that back tenfold, especially in this market, right? So I think that, again, kind of the way I roll is going rogue, but I just want to put these into perspective for you, right? All right, let's see. Next one. All right, let's go with Jennifer.
Your number one job is to find ways to get in the path of motivated buyers and sellers.
Yep. What does that mean to you?
Is to find these people and make yourself available.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Getting to know people, what they want.
Yep. So getting to know people, spitball it out to me. Give me 5 things that you can do to meet new people.
Join a club.
Okay, go ahead. Just shoot it through.
Community events.
I love that. What else?
Working, going,
Oh yeah, no, you will not see me in a. Okay. 2 more.
church.
Love that.
Going to the bar.
Going out anywhere.
That's right. It's all-
That's my favorite region.
There. The moment you step outside of your home, automatic anywhere.
Here.
But facts, the bar is probably one of the best places to talk shop. Because everybody's so relaxed.
Yeah.
Go to the bar to go drink, go to the bar to network. But yes,
Watch the drinking.
watch the drinking beginning. That's right. Close the
After
conversation.
talk to a bunch of people, then start really.
Yeah, absolutely. School, if y'all have younger ones, there's sporting events, anything that is out there. Heck, we can go outside to a parking lot right now. There's a bench here, right? Oh my God, if y'all don't know the cashier's name by now, or the teller, or anything like that, make sure you have your business card and start handing it out to them and introduce yourself. They're the best. There you go, another form. We always have to get creative, and then also we don't want to come off salesy, so especially when we have neighboring companies. Why not just introduce yourself and you don't have to offer your stuff. It's like, hey, I noticed I see you all the time. My name is Jennifer. I'm with KW, and I don't want to be weird every time I see you. We're kind of giving each other eye contact, but we're not saying anything, right? So here's my business card, just for contact, just for reference. If there's anything I can do for you, let me know. Boom, that's it. Just make an impression. Okay. All right, 2 M's of lead generation: message and message. So the slide depicts the system to help you lead generate. And have you heard of the term do things purposely? Right? Making sure that when we do things, we're doing it on purpose, not by accident. And a lot of people, and actually a lot of agents that I hear this, oh, I got lucky. If you get lucky, it's because you intended to lead generate. You decided that day or this moment right now, you decided that you're going to pop into Ignite. You decided that you're going to understand and learn as much as you can because you're going to implement that into your business. You decided that, that's intentional. So why aren't we intentionally lead generating? When we make that call, instead of saying, don't pick up, go pick up, please. Put it out into the universe, right? Pick up the call. I'm not going to be afraid. I'm not going to be afraid to ask for business today. Because that mentality will change your entire trajectory. I know that sounds so cliche, but I promise you it's real. Okay? Yeah. All right, so the message must 1, match your market, and 2, make an offer for immediate response. So here's a question. What could be an offer that will generate a response? What will make your phone ring or generate immediate responses to text or in social media? For a message. What is our call to action message? What is it that we want to put out there to ensure that we get that phone call, that text message, that comment on our post, that DM or IM? Right?
Maybe like a quick survey.
Yeah, I love that. Surveys are amazing. What else?
Anything with a question generates responses.
That's right. Yeah. Yeah, surveys I love, anything with the questions. But are you just gonna say, hey Mary, or no, hey guys, what do you think of the market? Question mark, right? Everybody's that
considered an open-ended question.
It is considered an open-ended question because and you're gonna, you know what you're gonna get a response? Market size or market's high, interest rate high. Hello. But that's it. That person's gonna go away because all they're gonna do is, you know, answer that question and that's it. But
Leave a hook. Always leave a hook.
bingo. That's right. So what if we say, how is the current market? Is the interest rate affecting your buying power? If so, call me. Call to action. Every time you put something like that out there, please, please, please make sure you let them know to call you, contact you, and then information on the bottom. Nowadays, QR codes are going to be your best friend. It's on business cards, it's on flyers, it's on everything. Put a QR code on your social media. Easy for them to scan it. Yep.
People like to see videos.
Yes.
I had an open house last weekend and I made a short video.
Yes.
And this yesterday, two people from my social media call me.
That's it.
And say, oh, I want to know the process. I know if they are ready, but I don't know. But they call me and say, the internet's fine.
Yeah.
I say, okay, I will express. I will there. I will tell you about the process.
Correct.
And they like to see videos, not just to read or see numbers and something that maybe they don't want to read too much. They want that you explain in easy words, in short video, and I learned that from my.
I love that. Thank you. Yeah, you're right. You know what it is too. It's our current society nowadays, and I'm guilty. I can't speak for all of you, but I know for me, I don't want to read a novel. I mean, getting through a book nowadays is a blessing for me, but that's also because days are going by it's going way too fast. Like I said, I mean, we're in February, but we're not. But video is powerful, and not just that, it's real. Right? Don't worry about if your hair is out of place. Don't worry if you just woke up. Or don't let them see the real you. Don't worry about filters.
Gosh, yeah.
Like I want to be able to see you for who you are. When I see your video, when I make your open house, I want to make sure that that face matches it because we've seen, and please don't want you from making pictures. I think those happen too. We have so many options for headshots, so please don't use your high school pictures. Or my favorite I've seen as well, this was back in the day, the glamour shots with the big hair. we all, you're laughing because we all done it. But that's not belong on a business card today. But no, we want to be real. We want to make sure that a client is seeing us for who we are. And when I go on your social media, best believe I'm not looking at all girls.
You already know.
Right. Yep, absolutely. Okay. Any questions so far on the message? Do we kind of have a gist of what we're talking about when we're putting our messages out there? And don't be afraid to tell a story as well. Oh, Brian loves football. I'm assuming you like football because I love football. Do you have a team?
I do not have a team, but I would support like my dad's team, which is the 49ers.
Oh, you know what? Can you excuse me?
My dad's team.
I know by default. Right. Okay. So again, sports are kind of a common theme. Sports, regardless what it is, like football, soccer, baseball. I feel like it kind of hit all genre, right? Like you can't go wrong with that. Political and religion, you can, it depends, right? But okay, Dad loves the 49ers. Garoppolo sucked this past 3 weekends. Who was his replacement? Was it Purdy?
Purdy.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, Purdy came out swinging. Give a little snippet of your dad cheering, and you're all up there having a nice, football tailgate or whatever it is, and put it on your social media. When you can relate to your clients, they're going to be more receptive to answer that phone call. And the first thing you're going to do, you're like, hey, did you see that game? But make sure you watch the game because they're going to come back and be like, yeah, did you see that touchdown? Right? So I do know sports analogy, sports does help get you in the door. It is kind of a warm conversation. And it doesn't have to be sports. Church is another one. I know you mentioned church, right?
I don't go to church, but that was just an answer.
Oh. I'm afraid I'm out. Awesome.
So I get struck by lightning.
Right. I have to tip my finger in first. No, but again, you do have to build a bit more confidence when it comes to political and religion. But like I said, there are so many things that you can do, okay? In your message. And as long as you come out the way that you guys are, just genuine, caring people. We all came into this business to help individuals. We want to leave a legacy for our family, and we want to build generational wealth. Like me, I'm a daughter of an immigrant, and I broke out of the mold. So at least I hope so. But my whole thing was I wasn't afraid of working hard, so I painted that story to my client. Right? My social media still shows, my family and things like that. It's like, I have no problem in getting down and dirty if I have to, and I have. So yeah.
We were talking a lot about yesterday. We were talking a lot yesterday about one account versus 2 accounts. I'm just curious, do you have one account that you use for everything or no?
I do.
Okay.
Again, back to I don't go to the gym, so to show you how lazy I am. But also the efficiency side of things, right? Yes, you should. Everyone will tell you should have a business account and a personal account. You should separate it and things like that. So believe it or not, I'm an empty nester. So now I'm not afraid of people seeing my social media because my daughter is an adult now and I don't have little ones running around. Now, if you do, I think I will be a little bit more cautious because there are crazy people out there. But if you don't, then I say, why? Right? The business side, you kind of have that account because then you can, ads, you can boost it and things like that. But if your personal account has, let's say, 3,000 followers and your business only has 200, to me, that's a no-brainer. Just merge it in and build a story. So that's my recommendation. I know that it's kind of that controversial conversation. Like, no, you should have it separate. A lot of people say, well, I don't want to see people, I don't want my clients to see me at a bar having a good time during New Year's Eve. Well, then don't post that.
Yeah.
Right. I always say, don't post anything that you can't run for president. next time. Okay, when I decided to go personal, all on my personal account, I literally did a full cleanup. Any pictures that I thought that I was not, that I don't want my mom to see, I deleted it all. And then I give my friends a heads up, hey, if we're going out, do me a favor, you know, we can post the nicer ones, things like that, but you know, if we're gonna go off the rails, let's just go code black. So yeah, so that's my recommendation, and that's kind of what I'm doing. And I feel like I get more interaction on my personal page because it's my personal page.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, I can tell you my business page has been that I can't have it, but it's dead. I have no interaction on that. So yeah. Any other questions? That was a great one. Thank you. You're good? Okay. All right, let's move on. Method. So there are two primary methods of getting your message out to your target group: prospecting and marketing, which we covered earlier, and then at the beginning of the lead gen, right? So it's all right. So method. What are, again, 5 different methods of how do we prospect and market ourselves? So let's put it this way. How are you prospecting today? I touched base a little bit on that earlier. Prospecting. What are we doing to hunt for our clients? I hope not with a bow and arrow. Okay, yep. Call our sphere. What else?
I walk through my neighborhood, trying to meet my neighbors, and I have dogs, so I'm always walking in the area. So it always sparks a conversation, you know.
Yeah. What kind of dog do you have?
I have 2 purple lab mixes.
Oh, wonderful. Okay. What else? So walking dog, neighborhood, right?
So
Correct. Yeah. All right. What about marketing yourself? How are you marketing yourself? Of course, I'm hoping that everybody markets themselves on social media. So that's a given. What else?
I had a friend that loved me. I had a friend that she invited me to the family meeting. And she always say, she's my friend, she's the real estate agent. And then she's my friend, she's the real estate. All the people know that I am a real estate agent.
That's good.
Yeah, I don't have to say nothing. And she said, oh,
yeah, if your friend is not marketing you, you need to renegotiate your relationship. Yeah. My friend is my walking billboard. Okay, I noticed you have your Subway t-shirt on. None of y'all have your tags. If I see you right now in the parking lot, I would not know you guys are real estate agents. Isn't that a problem? So I know you'll know I'm a real estate agent. Right?
Yeah.
So there's another controversy around this conversation. It's like, oh, it's so, you know, it's so tacky to wear my name tag. It's so tacky to wear a real estate t-shirt or whatever the case is. No, it's not, because it's not a generate business. You can call it for what it is, but you know what? I'm gonna be laughing when I go cash my commission check. I'm gonna take my tacky self to the bank and deposit. Right?
Right.
No, I know it sounds silly, but it's really true. Don't be afraid. You guys, you have invested. That's right. I love that. Thank you. You have a KW guy. Right? Go find me. No, don't ever be afraid. And you know what? It doesn't have to be in your face, right? Keller Williams, I mean, the red store, there's so many cute ones, but as a South Bay agent as well, you guys know that y'all have the hashtag CW South Bay, right? Those are super cute. And you know what I love? You'll get flagged every time they're like, oh, what does that mean? Because not a lot of people know our acronyms. They don't know what KW is. And you're like, oh yeah, I'm with Keller Williams, South Bay office on Hawthorne.
What did you say, Kim? A badge, a pin?
Yeah, your name tag.
A name tag.
Did y'all get name tag? Okay, what are these? This one. When you join the board, didn't y'all get a realtor pin? The R blue? No. Oh, you gotta talk to your rep. But yeah, so what I did one time, I purposely attached it when I was carrying a purse. I attached it to my purse, and that sparked conversation. I was at a Costco and a woman came up to me, she's like, oh, what is that pin? And I was like, oh, that signifies that I am a true realtor. Here's my business card if I can help you with anything. Believe it or not, pretending to a client. Well, I helped her that side, but yeah. So if you put yourself out there and make yourself different from everybody else, you'd be surprised on how many people would just come up to you to strike conversation. A lot of our Keller Williams t-shirt in the red store, a lot of it is all Start the Storm, shift into overdrive. Nobody's gonna know what the heck that is.
Right.
And you know, people are curious, because I am. If I see something on you and I'm like, oh, what is charging the storm? Boom. It's Keller Williams, it's preparing for the, we're in a certain market. So our whole mantra right now for all of our clients is that we're gonna charge the storm with them. Boom. How do you think the client's gonna make you, you're gonna make them feel? Oh my God, you actually care about us, not just about getting the deals together, right? So I know a lot of that little acronyms for me.
I keep going online to order shirts, but it's like they're sold out.
Yeah, so do me a favor, well, probably still need Simon Carlos, but if y'all go online and pinpoint what type of shirts you want, send your leadership team an email and go, hey, can you pick these up at family reunion or mega camp or whatever the case is, and just Venmo them the money. Yep.
They're gonna kill you. Can we order them through the PW site?
No, it's the red store.
It's yeah. So, but and the reason I'm saying that is because a lot of us leadership, we are going to the event anyways, and a lot of the merchandise will be there. It just it depends on how fast we can get to it if it's sold out. And they're not that bad. I think they're like 25, 30 a pop, depending on the shirts. So. But so that don't tell Simon I took one.
And that's where you get the pins as well.
The pins is actually at the South Bay board.
Okay.
Yep.
No. I thought it was my pin.
No, it's a hashtag t-shirt.
Oh, t-shirt.
Oh. I think it's your name. Renisa lady. Oh, Rachel.
Well, I have it here.
Oh, there's a t-shirt game.
Oh, my shirt.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness.
That one.
Oh, that's the yours, my.
Yeah.
I've seen them.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I have my LA solution.
I didn't get for that.
Yeah, bingo. That's
You guys want to
Did the board send you your pin?
Oh, okay.
Let's do it.
The approach it connected
I'm also going to put in your
yes.
SHREI.
So much for everything real quick.
Yeah,
Right. So these are the name badges that she's talking about.
Yep.
For Keller Williams. Okay. There's two of them.
Yeah, just reach out to your leadership team. They'll be able to hook you up.
Is these by order?
Yeah.
Same.
We can believe it out too.
Never know, it might be.
I love it. Let's see. Okay, so leads are everywhere. We've touched a lot on that, where we can find it, what we're going to do, who do we talk to? Something what are we going to do? Okay, so approach, connect, and ask. Let's go with first approach with the conversation starter, right? So how about this? I overheard you talking about an open house. Are you looking for a home in the area? So aside from that, what are some conversation starters? And we just touched on a lot in the last like 10 minutes. Yep, go ahead.
Yesterday I reached out to another client to see if he was in the country. Because he traveled back and forth to the Philippines.
Nice.
So like half a year he's here, or 3 months he's here. So it was beginning of the year, and I know Valentine's Day is coming up, and he does an event for Valentine's Day. And so I was like, hey, are you in town? Just wanted to touch base to see where you're at. So, you know, we've been, you know, doing stuff together for probably about 15 years. So, but he doesn't know I'm a realtor. He doesn't know about something else. But because I'm brand new, and the last time we did something was, I think, before I began. So,
Yeah,
but his events, like, he always invites me, so, but I just don't go because I, you know, not that I don't have the time, I just, you know.
Priority.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it. I get it. Well, don't be a ghost agent. And I can tell you, you know, during, so as you know, going through the process is getting your pre-licensing is about 3 months, right? And I'm telling our newer generation of real estate agents, they're like, oh, I don't want to say anything until I get my license. I'm like, why?
There.
I did that, and during that time, there were like at least a few people that I know that bought places. I couldn't believe it. I'm like, oh my god, I can't believe I yeah.
Didn't tell anybody until.
No, you pick your story as soon as you decide to make that journey. New me, new year, new life, new journey, whatever it is, right? So the way during our intern meetings or through coaching and things like that, I'm like, no, don't be silent. I'm so excited, just registered for my pre-licensing course in real estate. That's it. Holding the book, whatever, right? And post. And then continuing that journey. Super happy, just finished the first book, principal. Oh, that was intense. Ready for the second one. I mean, again, as a real estate agent, we don't have products to sell. We're not selling Starbucks. We're not selling a laptop. We're selling ourselves. We have to prove that we are worthy to help you and your family. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Cool. Okay. Let's see. All right, well, Amy, I want to kind of stay here for like a couple more minutes. So approach, connect, and ask. What does that mean to you? Yep.
You approach the person, you establish some kind of connection. Like I was out, my husband and I were out at dinner, and there was 2 guys talking. When I asked, I'm like, oh, I can't quite put your accent. Where are you from? I said, Australia. You know, I'm going to get Australia all the time. Hey, oh, okay, why are you here? Oh, I'm really just to stay with him. Oh, what kind of business are you in? So long story short. So the guy said, oh, you know, I'm here to work on a metro line, and I'm having the house. Where are you going? I'm renting the house. I said, oh, so yeah, you girls own homes. Oh, yeah, I own 5 homes and a couple of those, and we have a conversation. I said, so you have 5 homes in the building. Are you married? He said, no. I said, you want a wife, girlfriend, you know, what size? And a home. So home must be out of real estate. My husband in real estate. He goes, oh, my mother is a broker. I said, well, in California. He says, no. I said, no, what did you do? Oh, I said, I'm right here. What do you want? I'll find it for you. And maybe I'll throw in a girl.
Right.
I have my definition. That is perfect.
That is awesome.
Send them all over.
She said, oh my God, yeah. What else? Who else? Approach, connect, and ask. Who else is
The Scottish girl walked in and I told him the same thing. I'm like, where are the guys? I'll bring Scots in for you and you bring me all your friends.
Oh my God. It was like, well, the weekend was Lunar New Year, and we ended up, a few friends of ours, we got invited, my husband and I, to WeHo. And oh my God, it was so much fun. And we were having this conversation. And again, I don't think I'm a ghost agent, but you guys, when you haven't spoken to certain people in a very long time, you apparently don't exist. Mm-hmm. You told us 5-6 years ago, they're like, oh, you're still in it. Still in it. Have you not been following me on social media? And here's what he said. No, because you moved overseas, so we just thought that you were out there. Or still out there. Wow. Yeah. I was like, need to do better. Mm-hmm. Need to do better in contacting people. Yeah. But yeah, no, it's crazy. Okay, thank you for that. That was awesome. All right, ahas. What are some of our ahas? What are some key points that if you are not going to do anything today, but you're going to take at least 2 things that you're going to start executing, what will that look like?
I think responding to people who have certain immediate objections that aren't necessarily objections, but I perceive them as objections is important. Like what Suzette just mentioned, I've heard people respond to me with, oh, my brother is a realtor, something like that, you know, but just a simple question. Yeah. Oh, is he in California?
Right. No, I said, what did you do?
Yeah.
Didn't you say first though?
Yeah.
He wasn't happy. Yeah. And I'm like, well, yeah. Right. I didn't even thought about that. Right. Yeah, whatever.
Isn't relevant to this conversation because she cannot utilize her Chicago license here in California.
Exactly.
But again, if she's a PW or she's not, then she can join PW and build my down. Profit sharing, you guys remember that? But no, you're right. That is
because it's not necessarily an objection.
It is not.
But I view it as one.
And yeah, you shouldn't.
Right.
But even if they are California based, so let's say they are here, how do we know if they're in Northern California or Central California, right? I mean, California is huge. When people say that, oh, you're from California, they think that we're as big as Texas, you know, but we're just up and down the coast. But I mean, let's
do they live in the area?
Correct, like, exactly. Yeah. And even if they're in the area, how do we know that they don't have an strange relationship? How do we know that? Oh, they're not even talking, so it doesn't even matter if their son is in real estate. What if they haven't spoken in 10 years, right? So I would say don't assume, but ask more questions. Oh, that's amazing. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, so I wanted to share something, and I want to see what your take is on this. Mm-hmm. So Patricia and her and I, we both went door knocking one time. And we went down the beach, Torrance, and everywhere we door knocked, they just kept saying, oh, thank you, but I already have a realtor. Thank you, I already have a realtor. Or thank you, we have a friend that's a realtor. You know, like almost everywhere we went, yeah, everybody said the same thing to us.
Yeah, so I love that because that's their way. It is. Yeah, I was going to say that. That is their politically correct Switzerland response, right? And I would say that's amazing. How long have you been with your realtor? You'll get or 2 years. I'm like, okay. And how has it been for you? They did okay. You know, we bought this house through them. I'm like, well, how was your experience through that whole process? Were they, you know, and you kind of keep on probing and probing. And believe it or not, 80% of the time, their experience is really not that great. And you know why? Because if that client is really that loyal and love that agent, they would literally respond very definitely and go, I have an agent, we've been with her for 2 years, we love her, and done. But instead, they allow you to ask more and more questions.
Or when's the last time you heard from your agent?
I was just going to say that. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
I would think if they really had a great experience, they would actually remember their
exactly. Yeah.
Realtor.
So and so, right? And I was going to say that too. The other thing I would, I wouldn't go as far as is that, oh, can I get the name of your realtor? I would love to connect with her. We, our organization love connecting with like-minded realtors, those that operate, with integrity, and hey, there goes another way of you semi-recruiting them to be online. Yeah. There's more than one way to skin that cat. Right, no, I like that, but thank you. What else? So let's see, kind of bring back my door knocking days, some of the rejections I would get. Oh, I know that's right. Like, I respect your time. I understand that you're very busy. Here's my business card, or here's a flyer of the market analysis in your neighborhood, just in case you want to see what your home is currently, you know, ballpark, what it's worth today. Clients love knowing how much money they're going to make. They want to know how much money do they have in their home, right? What else? That was good. Thank you. Oh, I love objectives. Bring it on. Okay, let's move forward. All right, prospecting versus marketing. Okay, let's go with Pamela. Can you read our quote, please?
Okay. Lead generation is a contact sport with simple rules. It means making contact with people through prospecting and marketing.
Love that. What does that mean to you?
It means that you have to be in touch. You have to be in touch with people. You have to ask questions, make conversations, be outgoing, be sociable. And like you said before, we have ourselves to sell. We are our product.
Yep. When I first heard this quote, and then there's a t-shirt at the restaurant actually, it says real estate is a contact sport. I took that literally.
And it's true.
Yeah.
It's true.
Absolutely. The more people we touch, the more people we tackle, the more business we're going to close. Right?
I certainly hope so.
Yeah. It will. Mark my words.
Is that on a t-shirt?
It is. Real estate is a contact sport.
It is.
Put it on your list. Send it to Simon. Yes.
The family that I'm working in this home right now, I met them in the open house in July.
Nice.
And he said, call me in September. And always I send Mason good morning. And I called them in September. And we started.
There we go.
Wow.
This one, I'm going to ask, and please be very candid with me. How do you guys feel about leases? A leasing client.
That's a good
A client is a client, no? But not everybody. Yeah, go ahead, sorry.
What do you think about it? Oh, you have something to say?
Yeah, go ahead.
You know, I think these is on offsetting for a minute, but you know, the final straw, and I did it because you're leasing now, your lease payment could be a mortgage payment.
Yeah.
So if you're leasing now, you might send money to a sale later on, so there's contact, relationship, no relationship. But on Off-City, I kept getting the last one I got turned this off. He lived in a mobile home, he didn't have a job, he received a pension of maybe $18 a month, and he wanted to buy a home, and those were the quality of living I was receiving. But I can't do this. It's a lot of work.
Okay, so let's remove Off-City out of it. Let's say it's an organic lease. I'm a friend. Hey Suzette, I have a 580 credit score. Where right, I'm giving you a curveball. I have a 580 credit score. I need to move because my mom is taking me out, and I need to find a one bedroom. My budget is $1,500 for one bedroom. Let's say in Carson over here. I know. Right. How would you handle that scenario?
Move my back house. I
love that. Okay. So again, yeah, go ahead.
I just want to ask, I have no idea how the lease process works as an agent. I don't
I was just
like
about to ask this as well. Like,
yeah.
I don't know like what the process is as far as like, I mean, what do you get out? Are we gonna get into that?
Not with me.
I mean,
kind of ask.
Yeah, we don't have to dig into it.
It's a
It's not in that.
It's good. I would think I would say okay. 1580 with an agent.
Family
to go on the MLM and check
She always
what could work for your budget.
I think she.
I love that. Thank you. Yeah, and the reason why I'm asking
Right.
is because those clients also are our contacts as well, right?
Yeah, but you still have that credit score.
You do.
So
Okay.
what would you-
So this is a real life scenario that happened. I had a client, 580, 1,500 budget, and literally his mom was picking him up. And he was in his 30s.
And you had an employment?
No, yeah, he has a job.
Okay.
Yeah. So he has a job. Right. So
The job?
a decent job. He just got impacted, with credit cards, that.
Sure.
So what I did was not a problem. I cannot guarantee that I can get you a place because a lot of landlords that I work with, they do require, a higher. I don't tell him a number on the credit score. I just tell him that they do require a little bit higher credit score. So it's a fact. And in addition to that, we are in Southern California. I don't even have any listings that's a 1-bedroom at $1,500 or $1,600. So I'm already setting up that scenario. And he goes, Mary, what can I do? I go, well, there's a couple options. Maybe go back to your mom and discuss with her whether you can stay and maybe start paying rent. So now instead of your mom, look at her as a roommate, number one. Option two is maybe I can help you find a person that wants to sublet a back unit or a bedroom, maybe roommate. Craigslist is a great one to look for a room for rent, right? So now instead of saying no, I am not providing him with resources. Came back 2 years later, bought his first condo with me. So he fixed his credit score, and not only fixed his credit score. Oh, so real quick, he ended up living with his mom. He paid rent, so that was the whole issue. So he ended up paying the rent that he was going to rent out somewhere else. So not only he actually helped her with her mortgage, $1,600 a month. Plus some bills. So now the relationship is a little bit more, they're best friends now.
Yeah.
But yeah, 2 years later, I bought his first condo in Long Beach for $480,000. Awesome. And he was my second client when I started as a brand new agent.
Yeah, I was gonna say, when I'm approached by people who I haven't been approached by people who want to leave, but people who want to buy.
Correct.
And their credit, their credit is shot, and they think they cannot buy because of the income. One of the things is knowing what's out there. And so what I always do, there is a problem where their credit score doesn't matter.
It doesn't.
They can buy. Their income really doesn't matter because the program is only going to give them a loan they can afford.
Correct.
And I know about that program, that's how I got into real estate. That's not the problem, that's how I bought my house. They don't care about your credit score because what their job is to help you get homeowner ready. So like you told that guy, go back to your mom, see if you can stay there long. All I basically do is let them know, look, there is a way to do this, but it's not going to happen overnight.
Correct.
And that is no process.
Yeah.
The NACA program is a process, and you must go through the process. And they like, in my first home that I sold, it was somebody who, she was actually on disability and didn't think she could afford. I sold her and her husband a home. They wanted to move to Victorville. And it was during the time when every time you put an offer in, there were already 10 on that. But that was my first sale. So I've learned, I don't worry about the credit score. If you find out what else is out there about the conventional lenders, hey, they do. So I
love that.
You go.
Yeah, I don't even look at credit scores. I don't look at their financials, so to speak. I just guide them. And he was able to 2 years later, he was able to put his home. He literally paid off his debt to income ratio, right? Yeah. So yeah. Leases are very shy on, but I can promise you, if you stay consistent and just like Patricia did with her client, and you're constantly there and let them know, hey, I'm just checking in. How are you doing? How's your mom? Y'all kill each other yet? Well, you're answering my phone, so nobody's there. So I can get a phone call to you. So good. And you know what? Till today, I still get Christmas gifts from both him and his mom. Yeah, because we impacted their lives and their future, right? So again, Don't ever look at a client and go, my God,
I want to leave. Yeah.
right. Like, I don't know if I can do that for you, but why can't I?
Now, my niece called me yesterday and she has a property in Inglewood, so she wants me to represent her. That's the way it works.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah, just not to get into the lease thing, but I did have a question because I just had a friend who had a crack house that he fixed up an ADU. And he was going through the whole process as I was studying to get my license. And I'm like, oh, hopefully he, you know, comes to me, and I kept saying, let me know. I would love to help you when the time comes. Unfortunately, he went with a different realtor, a different agent, and he got it rented out. But is there something that we actually learn how to do all that? How to actually?
There is, yes, you guys at the board. Is everyone here on the Southgate board?
Yeah.
Perfect. So the board actually has leases classes, understanding contracts, understand the rent spree, which is the program that we already paid for in our car membership. And it does background check, credit check, all and submit applications all in one check.
That's what I want.
Yep. So Southgate board, and I believe there is a class that's coming up. And in addition to that, y'all know that you can submit a request to your leadership team, right? Send an email to Carlos to sign it and go, hey guys, seen a leasing class. I know we even have contract classes. I know, I swear to God, they're gonna kill me. I'm never getting invited back.
I'm just gonna bombard them.
Right. Just says I do so because we always encourage our agents and our family member, which that's who you are, to let us know, what do you need? How do we help you build your success? What other things that do you require from us? So nobody knows, okay, I haven't seen the leasing class. Are you gonna be putting one together? Promise you, you'll get one.
Cool, thank you.
You're very welcome. Okay. All right, touch leads, likelihood of a move. So, see, this is what I was talking about, the 7 to 10 years, right? Everyone is working with a title rep right now, correct? Yes, no? So no? Okay. Do you know what a title rep does? Okay.
So the title's clean.
When you close. But did you know that your title rep should be a partner in your business right now? You know that, right?
Oh, they're a huge asset.
Correct. If you haven't scheduled, who's your title rep again? Is it a Joanne? Love Joanne. Amazing. If you haven't scheduled a one-on-one with her, please do so. Decide your farm, meaning where are you going to farm? Decide what type of target of people that you want to hit. And the reason why I'm saying that is because they can pull the report. So let's say, for example, you want to farm, I'm not too familiar with Torrance, but I'm familiar with my area. So I want to farm in my own community that I live in right now. There's about 137 units. And I know that literally we are one of the more turnover type community. It's single family homes, but it's kind of like a spreader home for a lot of people. So in my community, we're anywhere between 5 to 7 years. So that's how fast things are moving and shaking, right? But I wouldn't know that if I didn't connect with my title rep. So she pulled the report for me and I look at it and then I have, all I see is that letter A, meaning it's good to go. My move time is between 5 to 7 years. So that means that I'm going to continue focusing on that mail drips or mailers, drip campaigns if I have their phone numbers. I do because I am the board, I'm a board member. So if you live in a community and you can join a board, please do so. And the reason being is because you're going to be so much more exposed. Okay. And timing is everything. We were talking about that a little bit. Oh my God, you guys. The biggest thing that you're gonna feel that sucks the most is when your neighbor sells their house. And they don't know that you're in real estate.
Oh, stop it. Ouch. Stop it, Mary. That happens to me all the time.
See? How about a family member?
All the time.
Yep. Yeah. So
Christmas, whatever they say.
yeah, oh, Christmas is not the same. Let me tell you. Why are you here?
You get my Christmas cookies.
Right. Well, you just bought a house for someone else. So
Yeah.
go have dinner at your own place. No, absolutely. So we definitely don't want to be ghost agents, but also understand the market that you are handling, or understand the farming area. If you can capture what that looks like, and again, sit with your title rep, still be able to give you everything that you'll need. And that's gonna be huge. Okay. Here's another question. I know that a lot of you are fairly new, but you're not that new, because you kind of witnessed the shift. Do you think that during H15 market, clients needs to, or sellers needs to sell and buyers needs to pause, or vice versa, or both? What did we see literally in the last 3 months? Right?
I see a lot of sellers either pull their listings or leave it on the market and it's just sitting.
Right. Yeah, absolutely.
Just because of the turn, I think some people maybe didn't price it correctly either. So it sat for longer than it really needed to.
The expectation was not
So
set.
they're coming at the end of the, the craziness, and a lot of people didn't realize that that's how quick the shift happened.
That's right.
So
the days of offering your firstborn child on an offer letter is gone.
right.
And now the difference in buyers just stop.
Right.
Interest rate for sure.
Okay. Yeah, no, absolutely. And these are all conversations that's very important, and make sure that you understand the script to have that conversation with client. Yeah.
I also noticed for like the buyer's mindset too is in the actual regular news. The news actually says, "Oh my God, interest rates are too high. People are not buying." So as average people, at least, and I'm like, oh, I want to buy in this market.
Yeah.
But then there's opportunities.
That's right.
So
if I can turn on every single news outlet that all of my clients on my will. And then my favorite is, can you stop going to the University of Google? Please, you hired me to represent you. Come to me for facts and data. What do you need? You want charts, you want pie charts, you want flow charts, you want color. I can color coordinate everything for you. I can even draw, I mean, I can't draw, but pencil stick too, stick figures if you need me to. But please, please, please stop going online. Right? Because what you're reading is not, some of it can be, there is some truth in it, but there's a lot of things that's not. And come to us, we're your experts. Right? And don't be afraid. Again, like, oh my God, I'm new. No, you're not. We know real estate for many, many years. This lingo is not new to any of us in this room. You can just, got your license yesterday or 10 years from now. The conversation and the language is still the same. The only difference is understanding the market. And that's what we're all doing right now. Constantly hitting training classes, constantly attending our team meetings, because that's where you're going to get your market update. Okay. We're moving on. Am I going too fast or are we okay?
No, we're
okay. Awesome.
This is great fun.
Yeah. A small break. Okay. Yep. Great. Thank you. I didn't even know you were breaks. Okay. Wait, what?
Every hour, 7 minutes.
Okay, continue. You were supposed to my cookie.
I'm sorry. Maybe just like
Carlos has paused it before.
Yeah,
It's okay.
Jennifer has been shown, she had us bright colors.
In the show.
I've never seen one. 11 and 13. And I've never seen. Then I want to do that. Environment. But then. Is it? Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. Thank you, Brian.
I'm all right.
Stressing. Don't crack why you
Stressed about my neighbor. I'm trying to get his house listed. He's actually moving to Texas. He was not a good job. Had a peace Monday and.
Today, only Tuesday, morning.
Is
he local?
He is local, but his wife is in Texas and she has a POA. So it has to go through the POA. So
Oh, I
it's a
see.
little different.
I see, it's different. Yeah,
So I'm patient, but
okay, so what's the POA? Cause he has to sign, they both have to sign.
So it's for health and.
Oh, for sure. The blanket POA means you cover damage and handle.
Yes, what's not, the brother-in-law has it. And then the husband will get it back when he goes up.
Right.
So,
Wow.
So it's like, no, you need.
Hey, honey, you got this.
I know, I don't
Yeah.
trust too much.
Good.
Yeah, this is in the bag.
Don't ever stress.
This is in the bag.
Contract that out.
Let me congratulate you all.
It's more of a urgency, but I get a little anxious every morning when I look at the emails. Not yet.
No, you know what you need to do? Don't focus on that one for that. It's gonna take, come do it for me, focus on the next client. Then you won't get me.
Yeah.
I do. Yeah.
It's a little, personal, but it's very much like.
A neighbor is a personal. They do everything we do. They do. We're good.
What do you do in my office?
Well, apparently y'all needed some people to come and shake it up. The guy who's gonna hurt me. He's already gonna hurt me as it is. I've been giving them instructions to email him. When he comes back, it's gonna get like 30 emails. No, it's something but it's nice.
Yeah, I did it last time.
Yeah, I checked her with Monica. And then I found out Zach got hospitalized too. So people's gonna think that all 3 TLs are partying it up. Nowhere. I was literally bedridden all day yesterday. But apparently, I'm a cool story. You want to see what I do? I guess. Ready to go down? You guys can see the little.
Good. Every day. And then anyway, I'm getting better and better.
Oh, I know that's fine. Every day getting every way. And better and better.
There you go.
Good. Yeah. Who put those evil little numbers there?
Calling. Throwing her under the bus. I said the same thing.
The little peanut butter things are good.
What peanut butter things?
These, the peanut butter monsters. Things are good.
Are they, what is it, like
Peanut raisin, M&M's, peanut butter chocolate.
and I think,
Yeah.
we're trying? Oh, yes, yes, I didn't see that, these are good, thank you.
There we go.
Really is.
Yeah, man.
Are you on to? I mean, no, he has a partner. That's his money for that. He's my partner. They can pay us on. Like this intensive like coaching program, but it was like $1,200. I don't know. He's not doing that. I think. Yeah.
I know.
So that's okay.
I love that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, I did.
Yeah, you're doing some papers. Like, I was like, pretty cool. One down, like, area. I would say it's not so you have a video? I know. Yeah, there's a couple people I would be like friendly. So that's sold.
Well,
Or if there's multiple, then do all of it.
yeah, you know, why?
And then
Let me know.
Is it done looking?
I'm gonna talk to you today about it.
Oh, you're buyer. Okay, this is what I'm gonna do. And did it sold over asking, under asking, where was it?
No, I just want to.
Okay, no problem. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna actually advertise this instead. Let's see what I do like is the verbiage. So I would go to sold and the details and the price, which is great. And then I would put this verbiage down here. I would probably put it somewhere right here and go, call me. So we don't need any of this because we're just advertising that you sold the property. And go, call me if you need a free home policy for the state. Real estate advice, or you need, or you just need a cup of coffee, which I think is super cute. And then yeah, to see your, so you're already letting them know, hey, this sold in your neighborhood. Now do a call to action. Like you don't need to do 2 pages. Okay. Yeah, because I feel like it's super redundant, but I would do this. This is the most important thing is that you sold a property in their neighborhood. They're gonna want to know. Okay. Okay. Yeah, you're welcome. That's super cute.
Thank you.
Other agencies like my lane. Just by like just by Keller and stuff. Oh, so specifically only color? Yeah.
Is there a way to do that to search?
On the MLS to search like listing, like your brokerage, other things like this?
Yeah.
I would love to see her. Is it under detail?
So you don't have the office ID? No. Do the office name?
Just Keller Williams.
Sounds fair, right?
You just want to do this office?
I mean, I can do it.
With 32 days.
That's fine. Oh, there it is. Oh, nice. 0.
Okay, so matches. So that's our back.
And what did you hit? Are you hit roster? Yeah, shoot roster. Okay.
Do that. That's the color button. Yeah. And then 32. Yes, all right, cool. Okay, that's I hope that's what you're asking me, okay?
Yes, exactly. Thank you so much.
Let me know when we can start, because y'all are the one that is dictating the time.
Roll back.
Here, you were back. Yeah. It's there when you break a door. Right. Close it out. Sorry, bear with me. I just lost a whole. All right, here we go. Sorry about that. Okay, prospecting versus marketing. So you probably saw this in your section 5, which is about 4 sessions ago. And it's I'm sure you'll notice a lot of things are repetitive. That's because it's important, right? So marketing, prospecting, and this. No, I can't. Okay, so money intensive, passive, long-term results, time intensive, proactive, and immediate results. Let me ask you a question. Why is it better to be prospecting based and marketing enhanced? Yeah, let's think about that a little bit. Why is it better to be prospecting based and marketing enhanced? Brian?
Marketing typically costs money.
Correct.
And prospecting, you can kind of do either for free or a little bit of a cost. There's a lower barrier to entry, I guess.
Absolutely. Yeah, I love that. Thank you. Yep.
Prospecting is more personal.
Okay.
Like you're actually doing it one-on-one, where marketing is just a bigger audience.
Right. Yeah, you're catching like a big event, right? You don't get that personal touch. Yeah, I love that. So that,
or to feed off what you said earlier, then you have them and that net the kind of person. But if you prospect an animal, when you go to your target and say, hey, I'm in this area, and if you debate the area, you might say it's not cost effective to market here because homes are turning over, like in my neighborhood, you don't turn over 5 to 7 years. My neighbor's dying in homes.
right.
So you want to find an area that will do turn over 5 to 7 years. So, like prospect first, and then prospect higher up, and then good area, and then do the marketing.
Yeah.
That's what I would do.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, when you guys complete your Ignite program and your leadership team will let you know, just start. Because your Ignite is pretty intense. You guys are going 5 days a week. So we think you're gonna be finished pretty soon here. 4 weeks, right?
Yeah, 4 days a week for like 5 weeks.
Okay, yeah, which is great. So essentially a month in 1 week. So what you do is, kind of start planning your schedule and go, okay, need to meet with title, need to meet with leadership, need to meet with my mentor, and start, as you're taking notes, these are conversations that you need to bring up. We're going to try to bring it up as much as possible and keep you accountable and keep you moving. But sometimes there's a lot of things going on and we'll forget what we talked about, right? But if y'all have your own notes and go, hey, so-and-so, we're coming to our completion of Ignite. I want to start getting the ball rolling because I'm ready to kick off my business. Well, I'm ready to launch my business, right? So, okay. Yeah, and Brian, you hit it on the head because it's essentially free, right? I tell my agents this, and hopefully you guys kind of run with the same mantra, is that I don't want you spending money until you're making money. Right?
What you're being told.
Right, because you've already invested in a lot. Let's now put in the work so you can get your return back and then start spending the money because we've already made money. Yeah. Okay, so our last 2 sections were about open houses and social media, right? So section 8 and section 7. And then prospecting helps support awareness and lead generation around your open houses and social media. Can be a prospecting tool as well, and also a tool for marketing. So let's move on. Any question in regards to prospecting versus marketing? So we're not going to spend more money. We're going to make money first. We're going to do the most effective way to prospect as possible, right? Okay. Here is a whole list of prospecting, which I think this is pretty amazing. So there are obviously many prospecting resources to share your messages through. Have you tried any of these prospecting methods yet? Good. Can you share your experiences?
Just Sunday evening, I went to a birthday celebration, and one of the young ladies, it was with my Double Dutch group, and one of the young ladies.
Hold on, let's pause. You Double Dutch group?
Yes.
Shut the front door.
Okay, she was over 40 Double Dutch. You have to be over 40 years old.
I'm almost there.
Yeah.
I'm literally almost there.
And international actually. But yeah, this young lady, I didn't even know she knew my name. And she's like, Pam, you're Keller Williams, right? And I was like, oh yeah, I am. And we started talking. She said, well, I'm in a situation. And I knew then it had to do with relationship. I was like, oh, she didn't go into it, but I kind of primed her up.
Right.
So she went on to say, and so I'll be ready to purchase. And we talked about financial situation, your credit score and the annual salary. I didn't know how to go in too deep, but she seemed comfortable with it. And I thought, okay, we're going to be ready to get you this house by the end of the year for sure.
I love that.
It was just, I wasn't expecting that at all, but isn't that considered prospecting?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Any contacts you made, any contacts you made while or whether it's face-to-face, via phone, via text, if you're having an engagement and a conversation, that's prospecting.
Okay.
And I think sometimes we forget, like, oh, does it have to be face-to-face? Oh, does it have to be a live conversation on the phone? No, it's okay, do not apologize. We're in real estate, this is gonna be normal for you. Yeah, or via text, but if you're engaging a full-blown conversation back and forth, IM, DM, anything like that, that is prospecting. As long as you're communicating, that's the whole point of it. It doesn't matter which form. It was a pigeon mail, then so be it. Yep. Awesome. One more. What are you doing and how was your experience? Don't be shy. I wrote your names down. I wrote it on you.
So yesterday when we had a class yesterday, we all put our
information on the board, and we're all connected with each other, so now we're all friends with each other.
Good.
And we had to do a post, and so we all posted yesterday, so we did prospecting yesterday as a group.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah.
I love that. Good, because I'm gonna pull all of you guys up on our next group. No, and that's amazing. So that's the connection that you're having within your colleagues. But what about the connections outside, right? So
No, but some of the time because my husband was here, he never posted. He didn't know how to go onto his Facebook page. So we all did a post. We did a post yesterday.
oh, yeah.
10 likes, 5 comments, and 1 post.
I love
And
that.
so we all interacted with, we all prospected yesterday.
Good.
Together.
That's amazing. Yeah, and you know what? Don't let those conversations die. Just keep on continuing, you know, or reach out to them, send them a quick DM. Hey, thank you for responding to my post. Like, what do you think of it? And get them involved, get them engaged. Like, what do you think of my video? I posted one, and you know, I noticed I was bobbing my head so much, and someone told me like, oh, you bob your head a lot. I was like, I know, it's there.
I reached out like this morning, like just reactions, comments, whatever.
Yeah.
And I got into a dialogue with one of my friends too, that I already know that I know they rent, and I know they have a family, and I know that she's looking to buy, and they got married like a year ago. So I just kind of threw it out there, and then she's like, oh yeah, we still are a bit away, you know, the whole song and dance. And then this morning, well, what would it look like for you know,
Just to run some numbers.
Yeah, she threw out a couple numbers, and I'm like, let's talk.
Yes.
We need to get you and your husband on the phone. Let's do this.
Oh, great.
And that was just from liking something on the story.
Exactly.
Literally.
Being engaged, I feel like our business has shifted so much to social media. I think I'm on social media about 80% of my time. Like, it's pretty bad. Really? Because we wait.
No, it isn't.
I think I give myself like times because it get too like much, you know.
Oh, I know. Because when you get that daily report at the end of the day of how much you have screen time, I'm like, I do not have how long. Oh my god. I don't
never really put it away from me. You know?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. No, it's insane. But that's where we're at. And you know, and it doesn't matter who you are, how old you are. The target that's on social media, God, I mean, my 90-year-old grandmother was on Facebook. You know, I'm like, what are you doing? Like, what are you guys? I mean, she was literally cyber stalking all of her grandchildren because that's the only way she can watch what we're doing.
Yeah.
That's what I was talking about, in that once I merged my business and my personal account, and then I started approving, you know, my family members onto my social media. You know, I don't think grandma see me on a bar. She only needs to see me working.
That's why I am with the little, like my nephews and nieces that want to follow me.
Right.
I'm always trying to be mindful of that.
Yes, but you know, back to if you're gonna merge, just scrub it. Yeah, I mean, quite frankly, there isn't much that I feel like needs to be on social media. I mean, the things that maybe I'm a little bit more old school. I'm like, you know, if I'm in the moment, I don't need to capture it. You know, so and I'm tequila 3-6 shots in now.
I thought you were doing tequila.
Huh?
I thought you were saying tequila, never.
Oh, yeah. You've got a hot mess, but that's a whole different conversation, a whole different subject. Okay. Let's see. Oh, how about this? What are we missing from the list? And what do you think that is?
Is social media on there? I can't see. Is it on there?
It is not. Good job. And you know why?
Why?
Because this was published, the social media was before the MREA.
Oh.
So remember, our Ignite program is based off of the Red Book.
Okay.
And MREA was published way before social media.
What is MREA?
Oh, the millionaire real estate agent, the Red Book. Better keep my plumbing. I just say I'm gonna die. Email your leadership team.
The Red Book.
Yes, ma'am. The Red Book is the KW Bible, and I say that literally. I have it on Audible. I have the leadership version. I have the agent version, and my agent version, you guys, is literally falling apart because I reference it so much. I try to read it maybe once or twice a year. Just to give us
Okay, so.
Yeah, meeting handed.
MREA.
Yeah, so it's a Millionaire Real Estate Agent book by Gary Tiller and Jay Pakazan. Oh, and Jay Jenkins.
Okay.
Don't know what they're talking about. If you say, hey, I need a read book. And don't say that Mary told you.
I won't.
I'm gonna ditch this recording. Y'all won't have you won't have a second mind. Okay, awesome. What else? Okay, so how do you think it is best to approach prospecting? How about that one? Brian?
Not to be a salesperson.
I love
That's just what
Thank
I'm
you. Yeah.
If I'm giving this correctly, it's casually and naturally.
No, we are not selling Toyota. We're not selling this. We don't need to come off salesy. Right? We don't to. This is it. You're buying this. Yeah. Love it. Authentic. Take it. You take it all. The crazy, the good, the bad, the ugly. There's days you're gonna see me in sweats and there's days you're gonna see me in heels, but just take it. Just know that we will close the deal. Right? Love it. What else? So Kay Duffy surveyed top agents and found that one, they focus on their top 4 sources. So meaning you take 4 prospecting method and run with it. There is 10. Don't go all 10. What do we always say? Well, we try to focus on the one thing, but according to top 20%ers, rainmakers, millionaires that is doing this day in, day out, they have only 4 sources, okay? And the reason being is because you'll get the best return, and it's because it's going to get the most of your attention. We don't want to be the jack of all trades. We don't need to. We don't need to be doing 10 different things. Just choose 1 or 2 or 4. So statistically it's a 4, but for me, I only focus on 2. Yeah, for me it's a phone call and face-to-face. That's the way I generate my leads. Okay. And then the rest of your clients is going to be referrals or SOI, which is a no-brainer, right? That's already standard. So you don't need to put them into your sources. Do something else different. Do something different that you haven't done. How about that? Get out of your comfort zone. Be uncomfortable. And once you do that, do me a favor and text me or email me and let me know how did it feel being uncomfortable and what was the result after that. You probably surprise yourself.
We need to go to them, right?
I will. I'll write it down for you then. Once we're done. Yeah, cool. Okay. Any questions? Dang, y'all just got quiet real quick. That snap just hit you. Where is the mouse? Hey, marketing. All right, finally, we're gonna shake things up. Okay, we're gonna divvy up the room. We have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, perfect. You guys have 2 options. One option is to go smaller groups, so group of 3, or do you want to do 5 and 5? 5 and 5. Okay, so why don't we do top 5, bottom 5? How about that? All right. So what you're going to do is you are going to discuss the different sources that is appropriate or good for your business. So you can go off of that, or if you're doing things, if you have something else that you're doing as far as marketing, then share that with your group. And then each group will, and then I guess pick a captain and you stand up and let me know what are, let's go 3 sources that you're using for marketing at the moment. Okay, do that for 3 minutes.
Obviously, social media. I think most of the very they're number 1. We don't have a huge budget yet. Are you okay?
Did you do a public chat? Yeah.
Or maybe. What about? Supplements and Pilates. Yeah. You know, the supplement to that. Door hangers, right? We did order from. Did you go to their company? Or do you have like a friend that you can recommend? Right? I have somebody I use for the agent, but she's on 20 and it's like only very grow. Okay, so it's not like an actual print shop. Yeah. Well, if you're to print and you upload what you're gonna print, right?
No.
Perfect. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, it has like
On there. You said it was great. Oh, right. Okay. Then you can probably just design it, right?
Yeah.
Good to know, thanks. Good to know. How long did you order?
And he said, ordered it on the 3rd, and I said, when I go to the next to the school and everybody.
Oh, that's kind of typical right now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
not worried about me. I don't know.
Well, that's good. How many did you get?
Got 250.
Okay. Was it the price?
Yeah, it was 130.
Okay. So that's something we can probably also do, right? Something like, you know, obviously.
No, that's what I was doing right now. That would be like.
Oh, the open arms.
No, I haven't listened to
Yeah. Where's it at?
Oh, doing an open house or something. Is this the one in Huntington?
No.
Oh.
My boyfriend's in there.
Yeah.
Where's that? That's on course.
Okay. So what are you, again, remember what she said, obviously, you don't, you know, the less that you spend in the beginning, the better. I mean, I know we want to go out and obviously do what in your means, but what are you gonna add to the mix for your listing? Define signage, right? You need to find.
Yeah.
I would, yeah, obviously people typically direct mail that, like if you have to, like, you know, but I mean, I've seen those companies for the agent I assisted to. They're not cheap.
Did you just start opening else with
Or
He said, for this house?
Yeah.
Okay. Like, very.
Get it done. They're gonna get hard. Because they, you know, they have some sort of like their Yeah.
And then was. Yeah. Then 200 before your bed, yeah. But you have it all. Yeah, and like, no, you name it. There's a lot of letter to that. We pull something, you mark it. Floor. Instead of there was a lot of stuff that you see putting that. And she needed to bring another reality. So she ended up being hurt. Yeah. Those are really tough, just let you know. And they
Got one more. Feeling unmotivated. Feeling like what? Head breathing, right? Never see that. Good. I love it. Oh, so many. I'm good. It's time. Yeah. Okay. Well, group one, you guys, y'all know exactly what to do. So one person present one source that you are going to utilize and why is it good? Please don't all jump at the same time.
Either. Yeah, so the main things that we think make, I'm gonna do more than one. I'm just gonna do that. I hope that's okay.
That is okay.
Well, I think online advertising and direct mail, those two options, because we're talking about the costs of everything, you know, and yeah, leading with revenue, which many of us don't have yet. So online advertising, social media advertisements are cheap, effective,
right,
that kind of thing. And then also direct mail campaigns with regard to, I guess we're talking about door hangers and things like that. If you're door knocking and if you're farming an area, postcard, mailer, things like that.
Good.
Just sold, you know, yeah.
I love that. And just really quick on door hangers, are you talking about actual printed door hangers, or are you going to utilize your partners and vendors to help you for some of that?
That's something you forgot to mention. Yeah, title reps,
Title, home warranty.
Really?
Who's your guys' home warranty? Is it Crown Perfect?
I don't know.
I didn't know that yet.
Yeah, so whomever you use, your lender, sitting right here, talking for some cash. I'm telling you, this whole office is gonna just ban me from it, right? all the meetings, never. Yes, absolutely. Your partners, these are people that
we put them on the door hanger with us, right?
Absolutely,
okay.
Yeah. But
it's not dedicated for things.
Yeah, and it's not like they need a full page. It's just you and them, and then yeah. But if they're gonna help you with some of your costs, then why not? Oh yeah, get creative. And these are people that you're gonna do business with, and you want to build a relationship with them now, anyways. Right. When you have your client, you're like, yeah, it's my team in mind.
Right.
Wow, that's amazing. You already have a team. Absolutely. And you're not lying. Like someone may have come down like, oh, but that's just so God, what was the name? The word that he was using. Oh, manipulation. I'm like, how's that a manipulation? Don't you need a lender to help a buyer? Yeah. Don't you need a title rep to help you, to clear title, make sure that there's no cloud on the deed and your client's gonna get a deed? Yes. Are you gonna need an inspector? Yes. So tell me where in that category am I manipulating a client, letting them know that I have a team? Couldn't say anything. So you do have a team. You have an executive team, which is all of us, your leadership team. You have your actual team, which is all your partners, and then you have yourself.
Yep. The vendor list that you guys have that PW South Bay has, I know that it's on their site.
On the hub.
Is it downloadable, like so we can have like a file of it?
Ooh, that's a good question.
I know it's just listed, like where you.
I think it's just listed. I don't think that it's downloadable.
I believe it's just on the PW site.
But again,
it's on the hub.
It is on the hub, and also, but if you look on the hub, there's several vendors in each category. So my recommendation before you even download them, start contacting them and tell them to take you out for coffee, because you want to make sure that you have a relationship. Let's say Tim is a title rep, but there's also Skylar. Well, I want to make sure I'm meeting both of y'all before I make a decision on who I'm going to partner up with. Because if I don't get along with Skylar or we don't click, then I know I'm gonna go with Tim, or vice versa. I need someone that's going to speak my language and then run at the same pace as I do. Because once you partner up, you don't want someone else to hold you back. Right? And that's why we offer so many. In each category, you'll have 2 to 3 people that you should be talking to. Now, if they're in-house, so for example, like Chris is your in-house lender, that's a no-brainer. Of course, I'm gonna give Chris the business because he sits here. Because when I have a client that decides to pop by and says the price, I want to be able to go to my lender and go, Chris, my client just popped in. She is a potential buyer. We haven't really met much, but can you sit in with me? Boom, you have him do all the talking and he'll close the business for you. How about that?
Yeah. I'm sorry, what's the link? Like, what would it be under the hub?
KW, South Bay. Huh?
Backslash vendors.
Stop.
That's why.
Good.
Okay, look, go to KW South Bay resources and then.
Yeah, I don't even do a slash. I just go there and then I find the vendor section. But I love that you downloaded it. You just put me.
And it's downloadable?
Is it?
Oh, no, it's not.
It's not.
That's why I asked, okay.
Yeah. So yeah, that's good. Okay, that was great. Thank you. All right, team 2, you guys are up. What's your source and why is it good that you're going to utilize it?
Well, let's make sure.
I got it, okay.
So for us, we
Need it to your bookmark.
yes, social media and open houses.
Love that.
Yeah, open houses have been working for us.
Good.
We've been meeting people and we've been closing deals on open
Okay.
all the other stuff, it's a little too pricey for us right now, so I say open houses for sure.
Absolutely. And even the ones that does have some price tag, again, reach out to your partners and your vendors and see what they can do for you.
Yeah.
It doesn't hurt. What did I say earlier? What is the worst thing that I can say? No, we're not gonna sign my good right now, but can you come talk to me next quarter? Right? Or they'll say, yeah, what do you need? Maybe they can do the printing for you, all they have to do is drop it off here at the office. I've often seen that happen.
Yeah.
All right, good job, guys. This was good. I like this exercise. It kind of gets your view flowing a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay, prospecting and marketing. So you see how the first thing that pops up is your farming. So you want to make sure that you're hitting your geo and your demographic. Have you? Well, I think you're still fairly new, but well, actually, no, you guys aren't. We were just talking about farming. Have you all decided where you're going to do business? Good, because that's half the battle. And then I don't really like the demographic portion of it because I feel like why would we pigeonhole ourselves? I will go or I will do business with anyone that has a pulse.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right?
Get along with anybody. If you're green.
That's a well, first impression, it doesn't matter. I just need to make sure you got a heartbeat and then we'll establish if we're gonna be a match or not. The conversation that I have with my client is, hey, this is like a relationship. First, you and I are gonna date, then we're just getting engaged, and then we'll get married. But I will tell you if we need a divorce in the middle of a transaction. I have no problem in doing that. And you know what? The client actually will respect you more as well because they're like, wow, you're very upfront and honest. I go, you know why? Because I'm not here to just close a deal with you. I'm here to change your life and your family's life. And that alone will separate you from the thousands of agents that's out there because we're not looking at them as a dollar sign. We genuinely do want to help, but we do still want to get paid because we still have responsibility. That's it. Yep. All right, events, open houses, seminars. You know what's crazy? I haven't seen a lot of seminars pop that being held by agents. Maybe that's something that y'all can start bringing up again. The only thing is seminars can get costly, but you know what you do? You partner up. So for example, like Tim and Pamela, or Skylar and Jennifer, like you guys can partner up and go, okay, I'll invite my people, you invite your people, let's put together a first-time home buyer seminar here in our office.
Chris,
I actually want to do one.
See?
yeah, he's done it on Saturday.
Right. So what you do is Chris can do it, but that's Chris's space.
Yeah.
Why use Chris's space? It's not that cute. Right? You want to spearhead it. You want to be the driver's seat. Because when a client comes in, guess what's going to happen? They're going to hit up Chris first before they hit up you. But if you're the one driving, you're the one engaging in the client, and Chris is here just to speak as a guest speaker and he's on the panel, then that's a win-win for everybody. Because even if the buyer comes in and they're ready to purchase a home and have to go through the procedure, they still have to go through Chris anyway. But why cut yourself out of that relationship? Does that make sense? Again, it's not a cute face. Okay. Contest. I love contest as well. Did anyone attend Bold? Not yet.
Not yet.
Make sure you budget for Bold, but it's another great program.
It's like $800.
I believe so.
What is it?
It's so expensive.
TVV.
I haven't seen anything yet.
Right. We were thinking about spring, but we're going to push it probably mid-summer or late summer because of the financial pieces. Okay. We understand it. Just like y'all are on budget, we are too.
Yeah.
Okay. Client appreciation events. Again, as you're building your business, you're going to want to start getting creative. You know, and well, I mean, I know I want free stuff, so just like our clients, they want free stuff. Networking, Spirit, past clients, allied resources, and then other agents. Do yourself a favor. Do any of you attend Brokers Open?
Okay. I didn't know if we should. I wanted to.
I want to.
I was like, can we? Like,
I have not.
Yeah.
Go. I'm like, I want to go.
We've been just weird in class.
Okay, that's once you graduate, please ensure that you put Brokers Open on your calendar. Okay? Yeah, and y'all tear down and cardboard.
Yeah. So Mary, we're gonna ask probably one of the things that you share with us of our team here.
Yeah, but don't say it for me, okay? You're ready for the high time.
Can you share what you need some, some blue bottles when you graduate or something? Someone?
What? You're gonna make me you really do not want to see me at all. Good. We can ask the big guy and send. Cool. No. I think that is amazing. I love, look, Ignite is one that's very dear, dear to my heart. That's why I'm here. When I got approached to host the class, I was all in.
We show every week.
And that's what Carlos was saying. And you guys, this is amazing. So continue showing up because I can promise you, you are literally leaping forward. You're going to notice this group, remember each other's faces, at least the ones that are consistent, right? I'm not talking about the onesie, twosies, I'm talking about the consistent faces. This group, you're gonna all grow and learn and succeed together. And the reason why I know that is because you know what you're gonna do? You're gonna start holding each other accountable. Hey, Suzette, I haven't seen you in the office, where are you? Are you breathing? Right? No, I that's what I'm saying. That is what helped me grow my business, was because the group that I came into KW with, we are all still together. We're all producing agents. We're actually, majority of us are now leadership as well. Part of the AOC, part of the mentorship program, essentially just so much opportunity. But you guys, promise me one thing, always hold each other accountable. You don't need, there's so much business out there, you don't need to steal from each other. But the one thing that you can do for each other is support.
That's true.
And let me,
her and I, this is our second thing that when we first got here, they were starting at Ignite. So we were there throughout the whole time. It was different.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, they're all different. But this is our second one.
If you can
and we do hold each other accountable. We hold each other. We take each other. Just this morning, I texted her. I'm like, "You're in the office." Yeah, and she's like, "Yeah, I'm coming. Are you coming?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm coming."
No, it's a huge difference. Just like going to the gym. If you go to the gym on your own, oh my God, it's so cold. It's gonna hurt. If Tim was calling you and like, Jennifer, we getting up? You're like, oh shit, someone's there waiting for me. Yeah, I'll go. Right?
No, okay. I put it with a friend. Like, we're going. So like that you're gonna go to gym and do this. Like, I thought it should be other things like that related.
I have multiple accountability partner. I even hired a say that nope. Lose my number. Lose my number. Just lose my number. She doesn't exist. Okay, purchase referral networks. When you have a transaction, whether that's a listing or buying, usually people say it's listings, but I don't believe that. I believe in buying as well. If you have a buyer and a seller, your transaction, let's call it this, your transaction will have babies.
Yeah.
Right? Because what are you gonna do when you close the transaction? I mean, we were just talking about this. Rachel just showed me her flyer that she's gonna drop off that she just closed. So now you're door knocking, you're getting that warm lead. Hey neighbor, you already know the neighbor because I hope that you door knock before your open house because you told them that there's going to be traffic, right? So all that is now warm leads. Isn't that amazing that someone already recognized your face and you don't have to go in and they won't slam the door on you, right? So the follow-up, the key in the follow-up and the importance of a follow-up is so huge, and it is night and day and will impact your business. You can do everything else wrong except for the follow-up. I know that sounds silly, but if you're not following up with your leads, if you're not following up with the clients, if you're not doing health check, if you're not doing a pulse check, you're gonna lose that.
Yeah, someone else is gonna come in.
Correct, and someone else will.
Yeah.
Hey, and that someone else can be any one of y'all in this room. Because the honest reality is the South Bay is not that big. We're gonna be down to be calling that same client. There's a possibility where Suzette may be coming out of a listing agent and her leads just come and going in. Same client. And I know that because I had it happen to my office. It was not a pretty conversation to have with a couple of my agents. I'm like, can y'all just find a buyer and a seller and just close the deal together and call it a day? Okay, any questions so far? All right. Hey, ahas. Oh, do we need another break? I'm trying to be respectful.
We can do ahas at least.
Yeah.
Huh?
I just said we can do ahas at least.
Okay. Yeah, you go ahead. Tim?
Oh.
You're itching for an aha.
It's like, seems like it's reasonable to do this before the breaks.
You know, Brian sits in the back. It's like, you know, the whole line of sight. Any ahas and any nuggets that you're like, wow, I didn't think about that. Or it's like, you know what, I've heard it before, but now I'm hearing it again, kind of triggered something. Right? Yeah, good.
Yeah, so the utilizing I think like title rep people and lenders and leverage with, or not leverage, like financial leverage. It's like kind of what I'm referring to though. But like the offering to like, you know, hey, partnership, yeah, I'll put your, you know, free advertising, come on, free. Advertising free. If you're willing to, you know, split some of the costs or something, coordinators or whatever.
Not there, but they have a budget just to help out agents. So if someone else is doing a piece of the pie, then why not us? Right?
Yeah, you're just starting, jump in there.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly. No, absolutely. Again, we don't have money to spend at the moment. So, hey, Mr. Lender, Mrs. Title, I need help. I don't need a lot. My farming area is only say 200 doors. I just need 200 flyers. Once a quarter. That's it. I can figure the rest out. Or every other month, or whatever the case is. You guys are a multi-million corporate company. You mean to tell me you can't help me print out 200 flyers a month? A flying company? You need to say it just like that. So yeah, definitely leverage. Absolutely, I love that. That's huge. Anyone else? Have I scared y'all yet?
No.
Good. I'm glad. Okay, I guess let me pause this real quick. Man, this smells running around. Awesome. Well, I would like to get to know you guys a little bit better too on a personal level. So what do you do as a, I mean, we're real estate, but for hobby, what do you do outside of real estate?
Volunteer.
Oh, where do you volunteer?
Volunteer with women's organizations. I'm president of one and treasurer of the other one, and we give back to minorities and underserved community.
What's the organization name?
The Links and the Society.
Oh. You guys do something. Let me call my number for you guys too.
Oh, you want me to get to shelters, Revenue Drive.
And what about you? What do you do for fun?
I play guitar and I like the doll. What else?
What do you do? The other day, you're like, oh yeah, I just do guitar, drums, singing.
Music teacher and whatever.
That's what my daughter's doing right now. Yeah.
You're not living, you have a daughter in college.
Honey, my daughter is 20.
What the heck? What did you have when you were 10?
Really nice. Have an empty nester. She's out the house and I was like, don't come back. Don't come to me, write it down.
It's gonna be boomerang.
No, 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 there is no boomerang. We are not Australian. Like, I am Asian, your dad's white, we don't play. I'll set you up for you to come back home.
Oh, that's so. I'm glad.
You know, it's funny because I left home at a very young age, and I just never thought of everything back home. I love home. Home is always home, but I also realized that the real life experience, the hustle, the grind, the true grit, it comes from out there, not being at home. And and I say this wholeheartedly because my youngest brother, he's been sheltered. So, the difference between my middle brother and I, very different. When you look at all three of us, you can tell, you're like, yep, you can see where she's at. And then my middle brother is kind of half and half. It's weird. And then my youngest is just like, can you ask for ketchup? I'm like, what? You ask for ketchup. Look like you, Mom. So that's kind of the mentality, right? And then like my husband, he moved out after college as well, and we're just kind of a little bit different, very, very different from like a full-blown minority family. Where my mom, if it's up to her, she would have all her children back and her grandkids and the thing that she will pack all of us in the house. Yeah. But I truly feel that you won't know the real world unless you're in the real world, and especially nowadays, society is hard. So I can only shelter you. I can only give you the tools and the resources, right? But I can't shelter you from everything. So I need you to figure that out on your own. So that's kind of our mentality. Very different.
I would say that is so hard.
So hard.
Be at home and can't.
They go to school, they have great jobs. Yeah. But they don't have the savings yet to buy it.
Well, that's the problem with the education. Our children doesn't even know how to balance a checkbook. And when Sienna was about, oh gosh, she was about 12, and we got her credit card, and like we had to teach her what now. My husband's a little bit more patient,
hands-on, and patient.
Yeah, no, I don't smack you. Yeah. Have been she does not want to eat. I come back. Very hands-on. Right. No, it's just like I said, it's just very different. But I do understand where you guys are coming from. Like, yes, I would love to have her, but I need her to spread her wings. I need her to grow her wings and then spread it out. But the financial aspect is hard. Yeah. She's been a little bit more fortunate. We told her there's scores on us, but if you're going to screw around and want to extend your education, that's going to be on you.
That's the thing in our house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. What you want to hit? You want to party?
Want to hear abroad?
Right. Right. You want to? What is it? You want to bust the Van Wilder?
Said that to me after 2 years.
Yeah. See.
I was like working and going to school at the same time.
Maybe you get cut hurts.
No. Please don't do that to her.
She does still have to have a part-time job because I'm not paying for any extracurriculars.
All right.
Yeah, if you're gonna wanna go after school and want certain lifestyle, that's on you. It doesn't come from the big of parents. Yeah, it's only solely educational.
Yeah.
And boarding.
So my daughter moved back home, and so where has she been since she moved back home? And she makes over $1,000 a year, of course. And she's traveled. She's going to Martinique in April. And I said, what's that? Rent.
They don't move out. That's what
But if you're traveling too much, you have too much excess income, I said, let me see your savings account. Then I saw her savings account, and I said, oh my gosh, she's saving her money.
Good.
So she budgets, I have on a budget, so she has X amount for particulars. And she knows she wants to go to Martinique, so that extra income each month for the past 10 months we put aside.
Oh, see, you're really smart. I love that.
Yes, but she can't afford on her own. You know, I mean, my son was in college, he like the dorms, so he rented my Vista, Lincoln, and it was like $3,000 a month. So as parents, we or the guarantor, he was paying the rent. And it was 2 roommates did bail. Oh man! And it was a lease before you locked in for it was a 15-month lease.
Oh my God!
So we had to pay the rent for the whole 15.
Oh Jesus!
Car.
That's the mortgage. That's the mortgage in 2020 when it happened and we were at 1.2 million for the
So for the lease, no, I know. I will never ask.
That's where I was gonna go.
Let her know the parent. No. I know.
And I'll put that parents on it too.
Yeah, no parents do not.
Agreed. Yeah.
I'll never have it.
In this.
That's insane. How could someone just do that? That's a lot of our children.
I gotta write that down.
When I reach out to the parent, my parent
It's our office, when we were looking technical term for it, our
Wait,
office. And I'm so
Days, like parents. You know, so I have younger one, not younger one, but I have. But actually, I think it's like all one night. I didn't call. Day, I was.
Yeah. Obviously, also the range, right? Days, right there. Yeah, you put the range. I love it. And she's 69. There. Oh, X. I didn't know that was numbers. X666.
Do not do that.
What?
Stay.
After 9.
Oh.
Yeah.
But I think it's hard for me because as a like, hey, my son is rooming in friend.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It depends on the circumstance. I'm not saying I would like that you're living my home. You need to be saying you're about to know.
Very good, very good.
Yeah, it's
So those friends are not over.
see,
Now they're guys can work. Go right out. All of them.
Good.
Well, keep us posted on your living trailer.
Yeah.
Somebody at the code center. I was trying to tell you. I just had to listen to they just don't you want to or it was
struggling. They'll have to get out of my face here.
Obviously, and then we're gonna be everything like that. And then we're gonna what is your different? You have to give them there.
my parents.
So I there will be but I would like to put a normal mentor and then what can you explain that was you're listening, but
and how old is she?
what do you mean? Oh, because you have the bullets and then you are. That is. I guess I just wanted to know there was a difference when I had my kids doing it. Right. That was, getting a living and having to be your mentor, right? So you gotta get an mentor. her branding and her marketing. Yeah, that's what the value that it brings for her, you know. Her reach. You can also put it out to her as to why, and it'll definitely boost.
Yeah.
I mean, I know who I am today. You know, like who I've been with past year, working with, you know, my husband and she actually does the same thing. Make it seem, but she wants to meet all the buyers, and again, she's based out of Orange County. I don't mind what I live. Right. I'm like, okay, but I don't just want to be a buyer. You know what I mean? So you can go for it. Yeah, I mean, I always hear that we should from like some buyers, you know, and they're more hands-on, yes, because you have to be there with them for weekends and showing and all that. I think it works our way up to getting the confidence of the state, you know. But that's usually, but I mean, you do a year. I feel like if you're going to get your first, you know, client's going to be a listing, that's even better for you, you know, to get your feet wet.
One thing that I know that I can do to help whatever I talk about 30, I don't know why this is today on the train. Yeah,
it's been 1 o'clock. It was finishing. Like literally said, and one. And I what was on because they always take from the 2. Yeah. In the
yes,
it is a little long, but that's when I saw it, it was like, wait, why would you do that? I know, I'm okay with it. I was wondering. Yeah.
Anywhere that it's not donation.
Can we do it all? Keep it across. Today it said 1. I don't know why it said that on the schedule. I know it always is 2, but for some reason it said 1. I thought, does she have to leave or something? I was just wondering.
She is not going anywhere.
Okay, there you go. Yeah, the actual email schedule said that today. But I was like, what?
Maybe they changed the schedule because they heard me telling y'all to start email. Oh, that was awesome. Why does it do that?
When you come out of it?
Where are we? Gold mine. All right. Speaking of the devil, husband and kids texting. He's not them up. 3rd day, and they're like, you're telling me not to come back home. Hold on. All right. So we're at gold mine. Give me 2 minutes because I don't see it on mine. Okay, gold mine of referrals. We're just going to roll it right through. Client referrals always provide value. Do you use your KW app?
We did a lot of that yesterday.
Oh, that's what we did today.
We learned how to use it. We learned how to use it. So
good. I'm so happy because not a lot of people do. And again, we've already spent the money. Why not use this? Why not use the tools and resources that were given to us, right? I was a dummy. Like I said, I went with a third-party CRM and they used Command and wasted hundreds and hundreds of dollars. And now Command is so much more better. Yep. Share market statistics. Do you know where to capture the market statistics?
no.
Okay. Title has it. Lender has it. And our Charter membership website. Yep. real life numbers, real life stats. You can just copy or clip the market stats. It's like a graph, post it on social media. Hey, did you know that Torrance is now an average file? Was an average price point of, I think you guys are now 1.105 or something like that. So just slightly over $1 million in Torrance. But imagine putting that information out, and if you're farming in Torrance or Redondo Beach, what is it, 1.8, 1.9, or Hermosa or Lolita, imagine posting that type of video out and go, did you know? I mean, everybody's like, no, I didn't know.
Everyone on the update.
Right.
They really do. They want to know the medium prices
Everything
in their area.
Yep, yep.
So repeat the market stats again where I can find them.
Yeah, I'm trying to log in and find it. CAR.org.
Yeah, CAR.org. So that's your association, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. You can grab it from there.
Okay.
And then your lender also has market stats, and so does your title rep. Yes, I'm telling y'all, I'm going to get connected with good people, because you do not have to go and search and create. And please, please, please do not reinvent the wheel. You don't need it. Copy and paste. Put your logo. Put your face. Put your colors, and block it off. Okay. Stacy, provide vendor list. Ask for referrals. Reward for referrals, and thank handwritten notes. Has anyone handwritten a client? Oh, how did it go?
Sorry.
They usually will repost it like on their social media, like, oh, thank you for, you know, this.
Oh, they will call you directly.
Yeah. I've seen that happen before.
Did it happen to you?
I'm going off of like, I've been.
Yeah, when you saw, okay. I was gonna say, I would respond and go, what the flying company?
Yeah, I know. I'm sure they call, but.
Yeah, okay, good. Awesome. Yeah, so think handwritten notes are becoming more and more popular. And the reason being is because the market is so saturated with everything out there, like with the printed version stuff, right? It's very, very hard to write 100 notes. I can tell you that. I do carpal tunnel and the whole 9 yards. But right. But if you're gonna already sit on the couch and you're gonna catch up on Emily in Paris, why not bang out a few at a time? Right? So if you're just sitting there and get a great show, by the way. Oh, it's an amazing show. That's why I brought it up. What's that?
I don't know, it keeps popping up on my screen.
Oh, you have to watch it because the slots are very See, I'm telling you, I'm telling you, I'm back to teach y'all. We can come on, okay. But with that being said, again, talk to your partners, because there are companies that can do actual handwritten notes on behalf of you. And I want to say, depending on the cost of things like that, go, hey, I want to write, I want to do handwritten notes, but the honest reality is I can't sit there and write 100 notes. Can you help me with the cost? Do your research and then do a business proposal and go, it's about $200. Can we go half and half on it? And I would be shocked if they say no. If you're going to put some skin in the game, I'm sure they're going to meet you halfway. Right. So just FYI on that.
Oh, see, look at it. Did you look at? I went to the theater. I'm sorry.
Hey.
All the different colors.
I'm trying to print the button. It doesn't work.
See our website.
Excuse me. Agent to agent referrals. Does anyone know what that means?
Just it's a lot of.
Yes. Sorry.
Excuse me. I was like, sometimes everybody should know what agent to agent referrals mean.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, good. How about this question? Has anyone referred a business to another agent, whether it's KW or outside?
Sorry.
Okay. Sorry, please go ahead.
Yeah, I've had a Century 21 agent refer a client to me. That was my second transaction that I did. I'm a real estate agent.
Wow. So what made them refer him to you?
He knew I worked with this particular program, and his client had went to him. He had been working with this client for a year. The client went to him and told him, okay, we joined this program and we want to buy a house through this program. Where he was not comfortable in working with that program. And so he simply told the client, look, I got a friend. I've been knowing her family for a long time, and she's an expert at that program. Why don't you let her help you with that? So he referred them to me, and I started working with them. And they went back to him and goes, you know what, Miss Calhoun, she's really nice and everything, but we really want to work with you. You know what he told me? He said, wow, I'm really sorry. If you all don't work with Miss Calhoun, I can't work with you on that.
Right.
Because I really won't help you guys with it because I don't know it that well.
Correct.
They came back to me.
Good.
And we closed the transaction.
Are you still in touch with that C21 agent?
Oh, yes, definitely.
To bring up to KW and load it down like.
Oh, and
there is more than one way to make money.
And I'm telling you, and so he said, listen, why don't you come talk to my broker? Because I think your agency is probably not giving you the best deal.
Nope. I
said, you know what? I'm not willing to change it. I'm just getting my feet wet, and I like what I'm doing. I like my agents. He goes, it won't hurt to talk to them. See, and I don't like wasting my time. If I know I'm not going to do something, I'm not going to just come on.
Oh, I want to flip the script and go, well, why don't you consider having a conversation with my broker? Because I know C21 will not get a good deal. What we have to offer our value proposition, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, honey.
Oh,
we're going to build your downline.
I'm taking the contract.
By the time we're done today, everybody's going to build at least 5 to 6 people under their downline. Passive income, profit sharing.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, so I love agent to agent referrals, and the only one I'm asking, the reason why I was asking is because did any of you attended the Shift into Overdrive?
Yeah. In Seal Beach?
Yes, ma'am. 1, 2, perfect. Perfect, 3. Who else? Brian?
I think one of the other ones that comes.
Okay. Now here's my follow-up question.
Cheyenne's.
That's right, Cheyenne was there. How many business cards did you collect?
I got 3.
Okay, Pam?
None.
None as well.
I got a letter opener.
Not a vendor, Dan. Not a vendor, but an agent's agent.
Yeah.
All right, great. Let's stand up on this one. Okay.
Let me have it.
No one's having it, but you guys, you're already spending the money. Okay, 1. So why aren't you collecting business cards to possibly triple or quadruple the money that you have spent? Right? Let's say 10 was from Thousand Oaks, because there was KW agents all over, down coast and from Las Vegas as well. How awesome would it have been if you said, if Pam went up to Tim and go, hi, I'm Pamela, I'm with KW South Bay, welcome to, well, you won't even know that they're not from our neighborhood. But if they tell you, oh, I'm from Thousand Oaks, and then Pam's like, well, welcome to our backyard. I hope that, you're finding Seal Beach beautiful, right? Chit chat. By the way, do you have clients down south? 90% of the time, they say, yeah. People from Thousand Oaks will come to the South Bay because we have the beaches, they don't, right? So you know what? I would love to be a referring agent to you. Here's my card, and they have yours. When you're attending events, I don't care if it's free or not, capitalize on it. Get as much or as many business cards as you can and meet as many people as you can. You don't need to remember them because their faces come down their business card.
Right.
You know what you're gonna do? You're gonna drop them to your spam. You're gonna update it to agents, whether they're KW or they're not. Majority of them will probably be KW because we host so many events with cross offices. And you know what you're gonna do? You're gonna follow up with them and go, hey, it was really nice seeing you, Tim. I just wanna make sure that you have my contact information, and I hope you have a great day. And then if there's another event coming up that you know of, which our offices are very good in letting you know in advance. Hey, are you gonna be attending family reunion? Oh my God, me too. Let's connect. Boom. connection right away. And there is going to be a solid 80 to 90% that Tim will refer Pamela business and Pamela will refer Tim business. When you're going to any events, and if there's other agents, vendors not so much because for the most part we have everyone patting down. But when it comes to agent, definitely get business cards. If you're going to family reunion this year, bring your business card, but I would highly recommend to get an electronic card as well, because I promise you, you will run out. I took 200 cards to make a camp last year and I ran out on all of them.
And you had the QR.
And I have my QR code, yeah, or my electronic. So for me,
Link, do you use Link? Is that what you're going
I don't use Link, I use Hubble.
Okay.
And that's my card. So it's the metal card, has my QR code on the back. And it doesn't break and it doesn't ruin. So it did I guess the metal doesn't mess with the magnetic strip. I don't know, like a hotel key or anything like that. But that's what I use. I'm not advertising for Hubble. KW, I believe, is coming out with something as well. So once KW rolls it out, then I'll tweak over to KW's.
That'd be nice.
Tap card as well. But just remember, if you're going to a major event, and if you're gonna, let's put it this way, if you're going to be taking 50+ cards, you should also have an electronic card. POPL. Okay. Again, I don't get anything from it, but it's just one brand that I personally like because it's not finicky when I tap a phone. It just goes straight to my info. And I'm happy to use it.
Yeah.
So for example, so my phone probably won't work because I have a big case, but usually I see a client and or an agent, I was like, yeah, just tap it. And then what happens is my entire information, or you know what? Yeah, or I have a QR code.
Business card.
So there you go. My QR code just popped up. My entire contact info right there. My picture, who am I, my email, my phone number, my Instagram. And then if it's Tim on the other side, it'll pull up all of Tim's information. I do create contacts, my Facebook, my LinkedIn.
Wow. So do they just save it to their phone? Or
yeah. So what I do is save it. Save contact. Got it. And then now it's saved. So now I just save my own information onto my contacts.
I was going to do Link just because I've met so many people already that have that.
Yeah.
But is it like a monthly fee or is it a one-time fee?
One-time fee.
Okay, that's what I was.
Yeah, if you go with the basic plan, it's one-time fee. I pay not the monthly, but I do like an annual subscription for like $70. But that's because I'm changing lives and not needing agents to do business, if that makes sense. So I'm trying to like get them over to KW. Yeah. So so for that particular aspect of it, it's a little bit more.
Oh, okay.
But you guys, if it's just an agent to agent, it's solid. And it's one time only, right?
Oh, okay. Just info for everyone. I know December, Cheyenne had mentioned hi, hello.
Oh, yes.
There's also a way instead of an electronic card,
yep.
the metal card, to use that, it's free.
Then what is that?
It's called Hi Hello. It's just an app
Yeah.
where
Hi Hello.
it's similar to that. You have a QR code and you just
scan it. Yep, absolutely. Let's look at it doesn't matter what you use, it doesn't have to be just as long as it's easy access. And what is easy access? Our phone. And our phone never leaves us. Our business card, we have it all over the place. But our phone will always be on.
So when somebody like scans that QR code, do you get any information on your phone? Like
I'll get your information.
So you automatically just get all their information.
Correct.
Oh,
I like that.
gosh.
Yes, that's the key.
Yeah, so I don't
That's key. So you don't have to be like, hey, what's your phone?
No. Once they scan my QR code, I tap to all theirs.
Wow.
But that's what I'm saying. And that's the additional fee that we were just talking about. Yeah. Okay.
But that's a good fee. That's a good.
Yeah. So again, please always remember if you're going to an event, it doesn't matter. If you're going to meet other agents, tap to their business card. Because you're going to get some businesses out there, believe it or not, if you stay in contact. Okay. Get them on your Facebook, follow each other, whatever the case is. Like I said, I'm going to take a picture of your board and by the end of today, we will be friends by this afternoon.
I have to put your number.
Yeah. Okay, well, moving right on. real type guy when I go by thinking. Okay, so partner up. So you two, Bernice with Rachel, and you, and then Suzette and Brian, Cam, and Patricia. Okay, y'all are gonna partner up 5 minutes. You know what you're gonna do? You're gonna have a conversation on how to ask for referrals.
Have a conversation on how to ask for referral. Like we're agent to agent, right?
Agent to agent, because we're all agents. How do we ask for referrals? After your conversation.
Thanks, Brittany. Great meeting.
Like,
It definitely are you down all the way, you know, out there on weekends, you know, there's a lot of far. That there is no, you know, now that you know.
Yeah. Well, we did. Well, I was presenting the brand. Yeah, those
So I'm just like that are like know how many followers we have, but I like to see what they're putting out, right? And so, yeah, so I mean, a lot of I actually met they actually wanted to do it because they're right. But anyway, they're yeah. While I have
So we have these kind of ways to build relationship with other agents in your market and outside your market. So now we were brainstorming and collaborating. What are ways that we can market ourselves or build a relationship, not just within the KW family, but outside as well? Like, how do you go and talk to a RE/MAX agent that is literally right next door? Right? Or how do you go talk to people or EXP or Compass, whatever the case is. So there's a strategy and
sorry. I'm a minimum of 3. No, you're good. Thank you. It goes up to like 8 even. Oh, so, yeah. I take it from I'm going.
Okay. Glad you're back. Okay. So yes, how do you build a relationship? Number 1, or discuss ways to build a relationship, maintain a relationship, and how do you market yourself inside our market, basically in our market center and outside? So not just KW, but all the other brokerages out there. Come up with a few ways.
We're marketing ourselves to agents who work for other brokerages.
Essentially.
Well, that's what you're looking at open house too, right? I mean, that's the card that I'm always looking at.
Yeah.
It's an EXP and you know, you name it. So I mean, you know, how do you market yourself to them?
Yeah.
Off the top of my head, how about searching on the MLS? We've got the different agents.
Yeah, I love that. So you guys should say, oh, go ahead, Ryan, before I move on.
I was gonna say, like, Austin Bet said, going out to a bar, inviting another agent, like, look them up, and say, hey, want to go for drinks?
Yeah.
Agent happy hour.
I'm being
like again, I'm newbie. Like I've been an assistant for the past year, so I've already been getting establishing, you know, relationships at open houses and different. You meet people from everywhere.
Yeah.
But as now that I'm licensed, one of the things that I've been doing, which I just was telling our group here, was that I've been reaching out like to people on through social media. I use social media for a lot. Let's put it that way. But I've been meeting people that are in the area. Because I'm like, at first, even when I was looking at brokerages, I was like, okay, obviously I love KW, but you know, I just wanted to do my due diligence. So I was looking at other brokerages and I started following agents in those other brokerages that are like boss agents, or they're just, I love their personalities, I like their content. And I've established relationships with a lot of these people and none of them work for Keller Williams. So
yeah.
I mean,
believe it or not, I actually have friends that is not with KW. They used to be with us, and you know, unfortunately they left when I was overseas, and I'm trying to get them back. But you know, just because they're with other brokerages, it doesn't mean that we can't have a relationship.
Yeah,
right.
Right. Again, there's plenty of businesses to go around. Yeah, go ahead, Patricia.
I met an agent in the open house, and now she worked part-time in real estate. Now she called me when had a show. When she had a banner, and she called me that she wants to show up. Yeah. For the.
There you go. That's a relationship.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you guys are holding open houses, especially when I love when agents bring their clients. Yeah. And then another form, once you're done with Ignite, is brokers open. You're gonna meet all sorts of people.
Water in it.
Yeah, exactly. Another one, board, when you go to the board for training, when y'all went to orientation. Well, actually, I don't know if y'all went in person or on Zoom.
In person.
Okay, so again, any of these national events, you're gonna run into other agents. That's not PW, right? Yeah, CAR-NAR, that, I don't know, some of you was already here, but that huge car expo at the Long Beach Convention Center, that was a huge one. Yeah, there's always going to be events. Don't worry, there's going to be no shortage of places to see, things to do, and people to meet. It's just a matter of having to do it purposely, right? When I walk out the door, I want to ensure that, hey, I know I'm going to be here from 11 to 2. But I got here, I'm sorry, 10 to 2, but once I got here, I want to make sure that I met with, with all of our people. I knew that I was going to meet all of you, and I made sure that I was going to handle today purposely, making sure that I'm going to deliver one of the training that you need, but also continue building a relationship with all of the agents that help in your office, which I already know, but I nurture that relationship, right? Because the honest reality is we're all one, especially everything our verticals goes out there, we're all one. Because we're all under the right? So, okay, does that all make sense?
Yes.
Perfect, thank you. All right. Referral network. Now we're really getting to the fun stuff. I'm gonna move that up. Okay, so you'll find an easy to use agent referral network on command. Have y'all seen that before? Not yet? Okay, no problem. It allows you to find and connect with agents based on location. Again, we were talking about earlier, we went on MLS.
Right.
But in command, what you can do is you can drop a pin. So this is Chattanooga. Obviously, this doesn't really apply to us. But what you can do is you can go onto our map, you can drop a pin and you can actually circle it. And then all the agents that we circle will also populate. Okay. Other great resources in finding about where people are coming from, right, into our market. Well, it's the census tract, but that's a little too extreme from the IRS. We don't need to go that direct. I'm trying to run away from the IRS and I'm trying to find that. You'll know what that's the first convention, guys. Trying to run away. That's why I don't go to the gym. I am a runner because I'm constantly running away from the IRS. Okay, worldwide referrals. Well, hey, where's our map? Oh, there's supposed to be a map. But did you know that KW is not just a local, nationwide? We are worldwide.
Right. Yes.
Awesome. Let's play. Let's name some of the outside of the U.S. and I'm gonna consider Canada part of us. They're just north of us. But anyone know other KW offices around the world?
I know they exist, I don't know where.
Yeah, right.
So California.
Yeah, Baja California, Tokyo, yeah. Portugal.
Germany.
Yeah.
Italy.
Yeah, there's a road. Yeah,
Barcelona.
absolutely. What's that?
Britain.
Yep. London.
What about Brazil?
Brazil. Yep.
Argentina.
Argentina, yes. One of our newer offices, actually. Yeah, Australia, in Sydney and in Brisbane.
There one in Seoul.
There is one in Seoul.
I was gonna say Japan, Korea.
Dubai, Middle East. Yeah.
Yes.
I know that office personally, that's where I lived. Puerto Rico. And then recently Cabo, we were just visiting Cabo recently, KW Cabo. So the reason why I'm kind of bringing this up a little bit,
Referral fees.
that, but also, how about this? Do y'all travel?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, it doesn't matter, little or a lot, but do we travel?
Yes.
All right. Where was the last international trip you took?
Barbados.
Okay, so you were in Seoul, I take it?
Yeah.
Okay. How about, and okay, what if you were to locate our KW office in Seoul and you went and visit them? And now you're on a business trip. No one's having that whole trip.
Tax write-off.
Taxes.
Holiday.
The receipts.
It is great, but how about this? What if you do it perfectly? Right. So you go to Seoul, you contact the TL, or you have your leadership team and go, okay, I have an agent that's coming out, and can you connect with him? You go out there and you talk to them about their business. What do you guys got going on? What are some of your foreign promotions that you have, right? So like Dubai, I can tell you right now, if you want to go buy a property as a foreigner, we can go buy a property right now, cash. No question asked, get their title deed, like. And they will fly you up. They will put you up in a hotel, they will pay for your aircraft, and you can buy a brand new property, so off plan is what we call it, basically a new model. New construction. Yep. And you can get you can't get a residential visa, but you can get a tourist visa for 1 year to enjoy your property. Brian?
Good question on that.
Sure.
Can you Airbnb that property?
Absolutely. As long as the community is not restricted. So the island that I lived on,
we didn't do it.
So now, when you're going to specifically to talk or talk stop, then it's now and you're not going to write off 100% of your business. No, right. But you're able to write off, say, 20%. That's going to pay 20% of my trip, why not?
That's awesome. I set up a meeting.
Again, you have to get purposefully, right? You connect with other agents, and some of the TL, so when we went to Cabo, they put on an entire meeting for us because there was all the leadership that way, and they brought in 4 different developers that brought in and talked to us about all their new developments and the pricing. They met with other agents in the whole 9 yards. So if you're doing it like that, and you can talk to the TL that I go, hey, do you guys have any like new constructions, and how does that look? How does the financing work?
Timeshares are great out there. Well, I'm not timeshare, excuse me. I mean like Airbnbs.
That's what Brian was saying. Yeah.
Cabo. Yeah.
Honestly, anywhere in the country is good, right? Or in the world, I should say. Well, except don't go to Cambodia and B&B. I cannot guarantee your safety. But no, but jokes set aside, when you're traveling, you guys, do yourself a quick favor, not forget the financial standpoint, but being able to just meet someone else in a whole different country. Right. But you'll never know who's going to need your help. I didn't know how many expatriates, and I didn't realize how many Americans moved to Dubai. So I was their sole contact. And I also met with the CEO because we have a naval division out there. So that's who I was helping solely with all our men and women.
Wow.
Yep. That was the bulk of my business. But again, you don't know what you don't know. But now that you do, you can, when you're traveling, carve out half a day, contact the TL in advance or the regional director or whatever you can, which is on our MyKWCW in the white pages. Contact them in advance. Okay, I'm gonna be in town. I'm Mary from Keller Williams here in Los Angeles, right, in the US. I would love to stop by and meet with you and meet your team. Boom. Bring business cards. That's it.
What about in Mexico? Do you know?
Mexico City? Yeah, there's a TL in Mexico City. I know Manny has brought the regional director for Israel. I know he brought him in a couple times. So yeah. Or Tel Aviv, I should say, but yes. But yes, what I'm saying is if Uncle Sam can be a portion of it, then why not? But also being able to network on a higher scale is good. Because I mean, like I said, the expatriate community, I didn't realize how big it was until I was outside of the domain. So, and if you can partner up, if you're already partnering up with like one of your lenders or whatever the case is, maybe that's a niche of a business. Go, hey, let's target companies that's relocating companies. I mean, Toyota just relocated their entire factory to Texas, right? Imagine being not agent, or imagine being not referring agent. That was hundreds and hundreds of employees that they relocated. Nissan relocated their entire employees.
Yeah.
Target.
I'm from Texas, and a lot of corporations actually moved to the town that I was from.
Yeah, what's
So,
up?
what's up?
Which town?
Frisco.
Oh, Frisco. Yeah.
Yeah, so my sister she's a loan officer there. And so she connected me with a couple people that have colorways out there.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if you guys heard, but keep your ears on the ground because Toronto is in negotiation with Texas right now.
Oh, well, maybe here's something.
Yeah, Californians or where they're at, you know, the neighbors are complaining that when they do the chilies, it smells.
Where are they based out of?
Oh, they're in the IE.
Yeah, I can't remember where.
Interesting.
Oh, come down. Yeah, I'm gonna yell it out like Sprite syndrome. But with that being said, Texas governor saying, hey, not only you're gonna get a tax break, we will give you incentives, we will help you relocate your employees, and we'll give you all this land so you can do whatever you need to do, and you're not gonna be near anything.
Yeah.
So now they're
anticipating going.
$8. That's the only downside. Is that a Harley? Yeah, so again, but these are things that you keep your ear on the ground because you never know which corporate company is leaving or coming in. What about the companies that are coming in? Right, you know, yeah, absolutely. Okay, so aside from that, all right, based on that, hey, business to business referrals. What's that mean?
Which businesses do you want to contact?
Yeah, what do you mean? Right. Which business to promote?
Which businesses do kind of like get referrals from? So which businesses do contact that would be good? Like I come from property management background. I used to be a manager in Torrance for 10 years. So
but you have B2B,
but yeah, I've contacted like my pool guy, my electrician, my plumber, the maid,
right?
Just everybody, the painter, everybody that did work, you know, even down to the people that installed like the windows and shower enclosures because they did homes too. So
okay, so I love that you hit everything real estate related. How about outside of real estate? Did we go get our nails done?
Yes.
Did we go get our hair done? Right?
I've talked to all of them.
Do we have an optometrist? Do we have a doctor? Right? What else? Yeah. Do we have an accountant? Do we have a banker?
Yeah.
All of these are all businesses. I don't care to have a shop out of a garage because
I know people and other people come to see them.
Bingo. So that's another one too. You know what? Have you guys heard of Popeyes? The term Popeyes? So during the holidays, it's huge. So a lot of agents, they do Popeyes for their clients. So during the holiday, they have this little cute gifts for their VIP clients, right? But how about as agents, we reverse engineer that and Popeye to our business to business? How about we drop off a box of Steve candy to our hairdresser or to our nail technician or esthetician, right? Or I don't know, anybody that you use on a regular basis. I drop off things for my baker, and apparently I'm the only one that does that. Chinese New Year's was this past weekend, and on Sunday I spent half a day dropping off red envelopes.
To your businesses or clients?
To my businesses.
What's your family? That's cool.
What's an envelope?
Yeah. The red envelope, it's like a lucky way, it's to bless them for the new year and wish them like prosperity and things like that. And in there, I just popped a $2 bill, which is
Oh, that's cool.
No, it's
outside
because when they have clients, that's fully they're gonna remember me and not someone else. So get creative, but a lot of agents only do it for their clients, and their VIP clients.
Yeah, that's like the clients, but you said business.
No, business to business, and we don't have a lot. I mean, I have a hairdresser that I see her once every 3 months. My nail lady, okay, I do see her regularly, and my eyelash lady, but that's it. That's 3, and then a baker. Family is a whole different ballgame. We see them all the time, so of course they're also in there. What else? If you have my chiropractor, I drop stuff off to him too and his team. So keep it small because then you don't have to spend a ton of money, but keep it concise. Like these are the people that I know are talking to other people about me. Right? So you kind of pick and choose. Like let's just say your nail lady, she doesn't speak English, and nothing wrong with that. But how can you ask her to help refer your business if y'all aren't even speaking the same language? Right? So that's what I'm saying, like just kind of read your audience. Right. Anything else? Who else? Who else can we get referring business from?
Contractors?
Yep, absolutely. Contractor. Yeah. What about your daily trash buy? Or not daily, but your daily trash buy.
Postal worker.
Right? People can post on the your mail now. Yeah, you should have a relationship with them because I don't have a relationship with my mom. Like we're in a community, but yeah.
I've hunted him down before, so he knows me.
Well, I don't. He doesn't like it. Being a board member is very hard. Okay, what? A gardener.
Yeah.
Right? Who else? Let's get our juice flowing a little bit. How many businesses out there that we can go and hit? If we were to hit, if I say you go out there today and hit 10 businesses, are you able to hit 10 businesses confidently and knowing that you're going to get something back? Or in response, knowing that you have that kind of relationship, I can pick up the phone right now and call Cassie, my nail lady, and go, hey, can you give me a couple of agents' names that pop into your office, to your salon? I can guarantee you she can probably give me 5. Because I know she can because she has.
Right.
Right? So think about that a little bit. 10. And that 10 consistently, if you want to break it up to monthly or quarterly, it doesn't matter. And you don't even have to drop off a gift. Just introduce yourself. Hey, did you know I'm a real estate agent? Yes. Okay, awesome. Do you know anyone that may need my service? And I would love, and are you taking or break the ice and go, are you taking on new clients? Because I would like to bring you some clients.
Yes.
And in return,
Reciprocate.
absolutely. And in return, can I ask you to help me, kind of keep your ear on the ground and see if there's anyone that's looking to buy, sell, or invest. Right?
You go to your local donut shop, coffee shop, instead of Starbucks.
I love the local, those are my aunties and uncles.
They make the best sandwiches too.
Long pop shops.
I love
the ones.
I talk over corporate all the time.
Yeah.
And you know, like sending like packages.
Because we get shuffled through the line. Yeah, absolutely. Especially in our area, you guys, there's so many boba shops. If y'all drink as much boba as I do, I know. Or In-N-Out, don't judge me. No, I know, you guys. Funny story, real quick. I forgot my wallet, and the girl recognized my voice. She's like, Mary. I was like, yeah. She's like, you're good. Just come on through. In-N-Out.
Oh my.
Lucky he's so crazy. I'm like, I'm gonna take my free and go sit in the corner. Oh my goodness. Yes, baby. Okay, so again, not a homework, but something to kind of challenge yourself. I'm all about pushing you outside of your boxes. 10 businesses that that if you call them or go to them today, that you're probably going to get at least a few names out of them. Okay. 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 How am I doing so far, by the way?
Great.
Okay, good. Again, very non-conditional. Okay.
Everybody's been going on. All the way.
Okay.
Robes. So it's your.
Okay, good. Oh, I fit right in.
Yes, you do.
What model? It's not preaching models here.
But you're cuter. I think Carlos got through most of one day and then he was like, oh crap. He's like, I missed like with all his own like little like
He did warn me. He was like, hey, because him and I are very similar.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm trying to slow it down a little bit. But leave it to me, would have been better. We would have been out of we would have been drinking that champagne.
Right.
Now. Right. Okay. So AHAs, we talked about client referrals, agent referrals, worldwide referrals, and business referrals. What are some of the things that come in after this particular segment? like, again, you know, same question as before, like, oh my God, I didn't think about that. I didn't realize we can do this or we cannot do this.
I've thought about it before, but just the concept of the business referral thing, that's like huge to me. Like the amount of customers that run through, you know, like, oh my God, they overhear a conversation of, yeah, thing up on a place, whatever, that's could be, potential seems very low.
The potential is amazing. Yeah, absolutely. Yep.
Yeah, I'm a big cruiser. I love cruising. That's what, and just thought about the world program.
Now you know. You guys next. And you know what? But you know what? The day I board, I wear my KW t-shirt.
There you go.
I wear my KW t-shirt. That's because I have to work when I board. But let me tell you, the conversation starter, and you can ask my husband this when you find him and locate him. He gets so annoyed because I hold up the darn line. I know it's not, especially the one out of San Pedro.
Yes.
You know pretty much all the people now. They just know, you know what they do? They push me to the side because they know I'm gonna hold up the line. But the conversation starter is amazing. You know why? Because people are already relaxed. They're already in that vacation. Right. And they're gonna want to talk and they're gonna want to know, like, how do you feel about the market? And then when I board, I still have all my things when I do work. I go close up a bar and I make it right on the outside. My backpack is basically out on it's my t-shirt and my hat, and I literally drink. And people always ask me questions. They're like, "Hey, I have something to do with I'm like, come on in. I feel like I'm a therapist on a cruise. Yeah. Talk to me about your real estate needs. Yep.
I just seen that on one of our emails. I seen it says get your hashtag KWSB t-shirt.
See?
But like, so we all need to hit them up for it.
You should totally hit them up.
It's in one of our emails. That's supposed to get. It was in one of the emails, I think, for training.
Yeah.
You have to scroll, like there's a lot.
Okay.
It was the one for today, I think. Yeah. It's
no, and again, I know sometimes it sounds so cliche, and I promise you it works. There's a reason why we created those, right? Because the more you put yourself out there without putting yourself out there, it works. And it helps. Okay. Any other questions? Hey, breathe. It's okay. All right. We are good. All right, more sources. Geographic farming. So it looks like we're going to hear about farming a lot. I'm sure you've already heard it 1,000,001 times. And you're going to continue hearing it because it is very important, right? A lot of agents focus their prospecting and marketing efforts in the neighborhood. Now, here's my question to you. Which neighborhood do you think that is the best way for you to start it?
I was thinking around, but you got to do that.
No, absolutely. Why? Why your own, Brian?
Because you know it.
And aside from knowing it, what else?
Familiar face.
Yep. What else?
Expert, more knowledgeable of the area.
That's right. That's right.
The schools.
That's right. I want to be able to come to you and say, Jennifer, I want to move into this neighborhood. You're like, oh my God, this is my neighborhood. And I want to say, hey, what's the rating of the school? Because I have an elementary school child. What about grocery store? How far do I have to drive? Right, exactly. So being able to have that readily is powerful. And clients will fire that at you too. The number one thing that they're asking me, and like what I've noticed trending, is schooling. Do you know the ratings? Are you able to tell me right now what your neighborhood school rating is? High school, middle school, and elementary?
No, I know the rating, but I can't.
Yeah, right.
All of our kids go to private clubs.
Yeah, but that's okay. Well, mine too. See, that's why we have to put together private. Yeah, because I live in San Pedro. But with that being said, not everyone can send their children to private school.
But they're charter schools.
I was just going to get there. Yeah. What's my second option aside from the regular public schools that we have to do? We have 9. And here's another one above and beyond. Go to the school and introduce yourself. Hey, even though your kid doesn't go to school there, it doesn't matter. So like, prime example with Sienna. Sienna didn't go to the public school in our area, but we got lucky where she didn't have to go to private for a majority of her school career because of the magnet program. And I introduced myself to the principal as soon as I figured things out. I'm like, hey, I just want to introduce, I'm Sienna's mom, and he was shocked that I had a kid. And then, but I was like, no, I just want to introduce myself and let me know if there's anything I can help you with. I went just straight off, let me be a PTA. That time to be a PTA. Kidding me? To real estate. But you know what? I did those phone calls to be married to can you buy some Kleenex? Can you bring in some Clorox? I will be that. You can trust me that I will deliver equipment for you. I just don't know if I can commit to be a booster mom, right? But I put in my time. So, but he literally was giving me the report, the school status reporting, and that's how I built my life. Yeah. So I built a relationship with him not because I needed his business. I built a relationship with him because I needed his numbers. So,
was this the principal?
This was the principal. I was the principal. I knew the whole staff because I would drop off donuts too, and yeah, they get mad at me every time.
Is that something that we can look up though? Obviously, or
absolutely.
What?
Yeah, you can Google it. Yep.
Yeah, but it's better to go to school.
Absolutely.
Current numbers.
Yeah. Yeah. It is. The only thing though, do me a favor, be very careful because the school would try to, especially the relationship you have, they'll probably give you everything and a sport platter. Let them know that you don't need to know the demographic. We don't need to know how much percentage is this. We just need the staff of the school. So be clear. And then that can get you in trouble if you don't see the demographic.
You don't even want to know it.
You don't want to talk. Ignorance is blessing. Yeah, absolutely. Right? You get my gist?
Yeah.
Got it. Because it's recorded. CYA sisters and brothers. CYA. Nobody got time? Okay. Maximize your prospecting and marketing in a geographical park. Ooh, getting protein of the day. Open house, social media, conversation, contact, and notes. Let's see. Okay, so it is asking us to do a breakout session, but my only concern is, does everybody have their command?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Wait, who doesn't know how to use it? Yeah. Pam, are you in the rest? We're good?
We know how to use it enough.
Okay, no, you got it. All right, I'm just trying to see how I can do this to make sure that we're efficient. Okay, this is what we're gonna do. So we'll break it up. We'll go half and half again. And instead of command, we're gonna do something a little bit different that I think will be better. I want you to discuss questions about farming. Hold on. So I want you to have action that question. I want you to discuss your area. So let's kind of have a mini business plan session right now. I want you to write out, number one is your farming area. If you know zip codes, great. If you only know cities, that's fine too. Number two, you're going to write out how many doors do you want to farm in?
Like knock?
Yeah, knock. Yeah. Yeah, knock or compact. And then number three, I want you to look up on your MLS what the comps are. Right? We got it? Got it. One, neighborhood. Two, how many doors that you want to knock. And number three, what is the comp? And then we're going to spend a little bit of time here because I want you to all report back to me what that looks like. Okay.
So we're all gonna have our own area?
Yeah, so you're kind of do a good question. Okay, let's do this. Do you want to do individual or do you want to do group?
We can do group. Can we just pick one?
Yeah.
It'll take a long time. Yeah.
What were the we're picking it already. We're just so they have to just two things to put right now. We did that.
Oh, you didn't do active?
So,
but maybe I might still have the, I think you're in the other one.
all right, it's
I
got 11.
Yeah, but North Inglewood, Border.
Okay, so we have 11. Want to pull that up or is like any information?
Yeah.
Okay.
Towards like Los Angeles.
Like what? Or
Medium.
Yeah. It's still.
Like we can calculate it. Yeah.
Yeah, because all you do is select all of that.
There you go.
Yes.
all right. Obviously, after that, what is this?
I'm gonna give them some CMA reports, but no, right. I guess it wants you to activate.
Wait, if my work's called CMA, it just took me to, like, I have to create.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Are we creating?
I thought that was really relevant.
When it is.
Okay.
So. You know that I'm looking for? Yeah, you don't have to like put all that stuff in.
If you want not.
Actually, I don't even know if you have to fill it out. I think I have to fill it out.
90250
It's gonna push fetch questions. I already know the same. Actually, no. Wait, that's what it's.
I think you know how to fill it out.
In terms of 1.05.
Well, I just have it out.
Report.
That's
And then I'll just put them in.
I don't know how to do it. I don't know. I haven't done it.
yeah.
So.
You go down.
I think it's only like, actually, it lost it.
Oh, we're on.
So what was your meeting?
10.
You're on your MLS. Yeah. On your MLS. So.
Yeah.
Right. So when I was. And then go down.
It's just over.
Yeah.
Free. I'm in the wrong.
You put 905.
Yeah, he put 3 bed 2 house.
It's the same. It's like, it was $10.
Yeah.
After the number, I do that elsewhere. These are like semi-circular.
That's the right thing.
Is that in?
Yes. Yeah, there's a type of the agreement, the senior stuff. All they have to get. That's a white one.
Would show us a residence that.
Does it let you know?
I have to select.
Hold on. Oh, you have to select every single one. So we choose an area within one part.
Okay.
So what do you want on?
You
You have to like give control when you're selecting all. Okay.
And then it shows this area. See this part. So that's that area.
It's gonna be in the book.
Oh, okay, got 'em.
There's no way it doesn't tell you,
Okay.
with that CMA, like it gave you,
Oh, yeah.
Oh, so you did, which one did you do? Oh, so each area is.
Yeah, so it's just
Oh,
that little
okay.
area.
So we're doing
eucalyptus. Eucalyptus plant.
Oh, I see.
like you hit one and another one goes away. What the heck? Oh, wow.
And that's what the other side.
I'm almost there. I'm almost there. I'm almost way. One left. Work. Do it.
So like, it's this thing.
Okay, I did it. I did it. We're going to talk all about it. That's. I know we're doing the entire stuff. So it's gonna pull the tell us how many doors, right? Oh, I should have why. Yeah, that's true. We're just like,
Yeah. How many do you want?
This right here. That's just like. And it's been on radio. Okay. I just put on. So in the middle route. That's why I have it here. So I put it on my address.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good to know. I was going to you don't have to see doors.
But I didn't email this to my client. And then they get all this information.
And so what numbers we're putting that.
See that? That's so cool because it's making my business.
No.
Remember you go
My piece is not more.
Well, that's where the and so they don't activate my care.
Okay, and that would be yourself. Yeah, maybe because it has a picture. Well, you know how
Kind of such an Redondo, right? But, or it looks like it would be, but no, it is exciting. Probably just, I know like on that board, right? If you go south on it.
Is it because I don't know
All right. You put your this, yes, you from here. Did you ask me anything about Orange County? Like, I'm thinking, I got something like.
trying to get pictures
And then we all.
You can email it to me.
Okay, so then I got creative on it. Right.
Yeah.
And then I.
In the area I lived was like 920 degrees.
What were the comments? Do they have?
That's how you want us to do.
And then 905.
All right, are we done? We have 2 more minutes.
15 to 9. 15 to 9.
And move on, since you guys are ready, report it out.
Have you?
Tyler.
Yeah,
Readily available.
right. Okay, so. Which city is that?
Sorry.
It's the partner.
Thank you.
Well, I just.
We will cost our median price when that's it, like 1.09.
Well, it's just like our farm area. We're putting it. Wait, are you talking about like how many like actually in that entire zip code or?
No,
Or
just
just our farm
in your farm area.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
So it's about 900 something.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. Wow, that's a lot.
Yeah. We did it on a higher zip code mistakenly and it was like 12,000.
Yeah.
But that also includes businesses and everything, you know?
Yep, absolutely. Nice. How are you guys doing back there? Trying to be nice. I got a few more slides to go. Yeah. Oh, time go by so fast. I just figured out. So this is our 2 final courses of the that group events and seminars. Don't I know don't let it scare you. It's one thing to in that drumming though. I mean, right. So ideally it can be very lucrative. So you should rate get-togethers, right? So like we were talking about earlier, if when Swift putting together the buyer seminars, that well, instead of having a lender lead it, why not an agent lead it? Because functionality and those are good clients, right? So, and I love Chris, don't get me wrong, but my whole is that instead of having him run it, you run it and partner him. Because that no matter what, you're gonna be going to him anyways to do the pre-approval, to go to him or use him as your lender.
Right.
But you want to be the face of it, right? Okay, so there are so many organized events. If you're on Meetup, I get alerts every day. Facebook, there's always events going on as well, right? But what are some of the events that is pretty much cost effective that you can put together, events and seminars, or just event in general that you can start today that won't cost you much money? Let's again spitball. How about beach cleanup? Right?
Yeah.
Technically, I mean, it doesn't cost a lot of money, but we're gonna provide gloves, trash bags, right? So 2 things, but so that's one, beach cleanup.
Kind of tough, so this is something that like it's an event that we would organize.
Correct, that you're putting together,
Got
yes.
it.
That you want to invite your clients.
Adopt the pet. Adopt the
I
dog.
love that.
Yes.
Yep, what else? Adopt a dog, beach cleanup, what else?
Food donation stuff, if you're farming an area.
I love that. And so, especially during the holidays, right? Food drive, can drive, coat drive, toy drive.
Luggage drive.
Luggage drive? What's a luggage drive?
That's where you collect luggage, new or slightly used, and you donate to charities for transitional foster children, things of that nature.
Oh, I need to not beat up my luggage. Okay, what else? What else?
Feed the VA.
Yes.
Yeah. Or feed the homeless, go to the, yeah.
I still think
That's always fun.
Yep. What else, you guys? Let's get that juice flowing.
Oh.
Let's think outside of the box a little bit. So aside from the obvious, how about a family front porch photo shoot? Okay. Right? So this is something.
How would that work?
So find a local photographer,
Uh-huh.
and I mean local, hyper local in your area.
Like Cheyenne.
Like Cheyenne, the bingo. Right, exactly. You're getting my drift here. Get in contact with Cheyenne and go, hey Cheyenne, I want to do this for my client. How much do you charge an hour? And then you're like, no, the family and friends is here. And then say, okay, $200 an hour or $200 per shot, whatever it is. Negotiate obviously the pricing, and then what you do is you invite your VIP clients. You find a location. It doesn't have to be your front porch or theirs. Maybe a local park or a beach.
With the nice, cute little background.
It doesn't need, yeah, wherever it is, right? And saying, hey, this is open to, I'm inviting you as my VIP client. I would like to invite you to, update a family photo shoot. Yep, update your family photos. And the reason why I brought that up is because in what I've learned is I notice a lot of Asian families, they don't have a lot of elders pictures because all the like grandmas, grandpas, great aunties, things like that, their photos are from way back when. So when they pass, we scramble to look for photos. And that's what triggered that, is that, you know what, we need to get updated photos of our loved ones while they're still here. So when they are gone, we pass a most updated recent photo. Had a great aunt that passed, and the only photo that the daughter had was her picture from like in her 20s, right? And she was in her 80s. So not that that's a problem, but we would like to get the most, and it was just a different photo of her. And you want to do it while they're healthy and vibrant and the whole 9 yards. So that actually what sparked the whole family photo shoot.
Love it.
Yep, a lot of family that sells their property as well as a closing gift. So I stopped doing actual gifts. I just hire a photographer and I say, just why don't you guys just do a family photo shoot in your old home before you leave there?
That's good.
Yeah.
Oh, that's adorable. I love that idea. And if you're good with the camera, you can even do it yourself.
Absolutely. Like the iPhone 14 Pro, portrait mode. We're all professional photographers. But yeah, so what other ideas, you guys? So again, it doesn't have to be inside the box. Think outside of the box that doesn't cost us a lot of money.
I like the one that's actually listed here. It's like teaming up with a local vendor. It says, and offering like a discounted, like you get like a lot of people, especially like influencers have discount codes, right? Or whatever. I'm not saying that this is a discount code, but like, hey, I have a local gardener or a tree trimmer, or like that's what it's saying here.
Your first 15% or something like that.
Yeah, you get 15% off of, and then you're also introducing yourself.
Yep, absolutely. I love that. I seen a map of San Pedro, and an agent had put this together. He did a whole map of all the like local restaurants and eateries, locations, and the red trolley that goes to the stops and things like that. I'm like, wow, that was so clever that he did that. Right? But there's so many great ideas out there. Again, it's just a matter of you initiating it. Whatever you come up with, whatever idea you have, there's no such thing as a bad idea. That's what I love about real estate, right? There is no such thing as a bad idea, but roll with the punches. If you feel that it's going to be good because you're driving it. You're dictating everything, right? You're controlling the entire environment, and it's your people that you're inviting to. So, make sense? What's interesting?
No, just like you're like. I love how you're telling me just really think outside the box. Like really keep thinking, and I'm noticing myself like, oh wow,
right,
different ways. Right. Like because I have this music background, and I'm picturing like the area that I want to farm is near the elementary school that I went to.
Okay.
And if there was like some, I don't even know what the hell, what's even legal or whatever, if you need like a permit, but if there's some way you can hold like some kind of like performance or something like on the front lawn. Right, exactly. Something like that.
I love that, right?
Concert in the school, ask the principal.
Yeah, if you have an elementary school next door, you get that with all of them.
Yeah.
The entire time.
Your yard.
That's right.
Or the gym or an auditorium. Or my favorite is, do you need band members that we can help you put together your students' show, talent shows? Those are turning. Don't get me started. This is my video, you can tell this is my forte. No, this is all great ideas. Thank you, Brian. That was awesome. I love that. Concert in school. Okay. That was good. That was good. How about this? Will you be in the next 6 months? Do you foresee yourself putting together a seminar or an event?
An event, yes.
I thought
6 months, yeah.
6 months.
I'm giving myself 3.
Well, the reason being is because, you know, you still have what, a couple more weeks of Ignite. So this is going to still take up your time. And I'm giving you an additional, you know, about 3 months, 4 months to close your transactions and you know, get that deal under your belt so you can have that snowball effect. And by that time, once you kind of get into the rhythm, you're going to start realizing that, oh, my time is starting to semi-free up because I know what I'm doing now, and I know the team that I have in place. So which means I can organize you, right? And you can't put an event together overnight unless if you're a super human and you can let me know too, so I can have input my event. But yeah, so I think 6 months is a good time frame. So that puts us into the second, third quarter, early third quarter, which is perfect right after summer.
Okay.
Right? Or do a summer event. Host a picnic, host a, I don't know, water balloon fight with the kiddos, whatever the case is.
That was 3. Told you.
That's right. That's right. It does come in 3. Yeah, and in here it also states that, you know, another fluent or agent fluent in Spanish. I don't really care much for that particular section. It's because we all speak very different languages. We couldn't focus on just one, right? But if you do speak another language, capitalize on that. I know, like, again, please take this very lightly. I know my people like only what I only use my own people. We don't like each other, but we only trust each other. I'm telling you, right? My Vietnamese are that Vietnamese, they don't want to make sure that you speak a language, you understand. We don't like each other, but they're only going to use Vietnamese people. Cambodian people is the same way, right? So I can only speak from experience. I can't speak for anybody else. But yeah, they won't work with anyone else, but we don't like each other. So weird. So weird.
Oh, okay.
Hence why I stick for English. Plain, simple, concise. Okay, leads are everywhere. Grocery store, coffee shop, repair shop, hair salon, dentist office. Honestly, just wherever you go. Hiking, biking, skating, doesn't matter. As long as you're having a conversation, you'd be very surprised on the amount of leads that you'll obtain. I would say open your mouth and you'll get fed. Right? When we eat, what do? We have to open our mouth first in order to put that food in. But if it's shut, how are we going to survive? Right? Don't be a ghost agent. Open your mouth so you can get fed. Very straightforward. Oh, do not discount anyone. Learn to love hunting for leads. Your business, your wallet will thank you. Right? Any questions on this particular slide?
What did you say after don't discount anyone?
Meaning don't, you know that the saying don't judge a book by its cover? Yeah, don't overlook anyone. So let's say I'm on the street, you see me and maybe that day I don't know, finish a flu, looking like, you know, I belong on the street. You know, hair's in a bun, no makeup, it's looking a hot mess. But how do you know that I don't have a business for you?
Exactly.
Right? No pretty woman me. Right?
Remember when she went back in the store and
Huge.
do you remember I used this?
Yep. Just finished that movie. That's why I got that right.
After you said, don't discount anyway.
Yeah, learn to love hunting.
Learn to love.
Yes.
Now explain that to me.
Well, love what you do. Why did you get into real estate?
Learn.
That. Remember, we're all about the big why. Why did you get into real estate? Right? And then to help people. Okay. But in order to help people, we have to find those people. But we have to love the process. We have to love, okay, I'm not going to sit here and lie to y'all. I do not like cold calling, so I don't love it. But I tolerate it. But you know what I do love? I love attending networking events. I love going, I love going to social networkings. I love to sit at a bar. I love to travel. I love to eat. I will strike up a conversation in the middle of a restaurant and I don't care.
Me too.
Right? If there's food, best believe I will be there. But just loving what we do on a day-to-day basis.
So now that you're saying that, the strangest thing happened. I went out to see a live band at the Stuffed Potato in Anaheim.
Hold on. What is a stuffed potato? I'm headlining things and after talking over here.
Yes. So that was Saturday night, and prior to my friend even walked through double that. So we went to this area right there and Tony Rowan. That's yes. And when I tell you, I was talking to everybody, and I think it's because I'm doing this contact sport thing.
Yep.
This Ignite thing is
tackle as much as you can.
Getting to me, and I was talking and laughing and just having a great time. Just really, really relaxed.
Good. And you know what? That literally people will feel that. We feed off of energy. Imagine I just sit here, you guys, and just like, yeah, so how did it go? What are you guys gonna do? Y'all all gonna fall asleep on me. Yeah. Right? If I didn't come in like it's happening in demo, we won't be interacting the way we did, right? The energy, I can feel the energy, we're all pumped, we're motivated, we're having big aha moments, we're like, whoa, I didn't even think about that. But that's what this is all about, is the honest reality is we have to bounce off of each other's energy. Or if y'all are just mannequin sitting there, then I'm gonna be like, what is going on? I'm just gonna sleep too, right? So that is powerful. We have to feed off of each other's energy. And Pam, if you walked in and you lit up the whole room, they felt it. And that's why you felt the way that you felt, right? Don't be afraid. Like I said, the worst thing that they can say is no. That's it. And you know what? That word does not hurt my feelings because I've heard it 1,000,001 times. That's okay. It's okay you say no today because you're not going to say no tomorrow or the next day. You're just not in the mood today. The no that you're telling me is just for today. Or maybe it's just for this morning because you woke up on the wrong side of bed and your wife told you to go take out the trash and you did last night and she got mad at you. Right? But in the afternoon, you got some lunch, you're stretching your legs, the coffee kicked in, you know, she sent you an apology email already, and then now you're gonna be like, I don't know which one is an apology, but let's call it for what it is. But you know what I mean? Sometimes it's just a matter of when we catch them. Make sense? Awesome. Let's see what else we have. Oh, Elizabeth wants to enter. Do I let her in?
For this, she's probably
Yeah, there's this.
Do I let her in?
No.
I'm gonna exit. Do that.
10. They tell her they know. Yeah. Okay, ahas. I mean, we kind of established a lot of aha moments, but anything else that we haven't on? All right.
Just so much more inspiration here.
Well, good. I'm glad. But don't tell them that because then they're going to drive me back and I still need to do my own work. I just looked at my own market center Because I love y'all.
Winning guitar, daily success.
Daily successes day?
Can I ask you a question?
Shoot.
So have you taken a DE&I class?
The what?
Diversity, equity.
Oh, the DE, okay. I just registered for it.
Because you say no, it's fine, but in the DI class, if they tell you don't.
Not to, because.
No, they say no, because that includes everyone.
Yeah.
Not male, female, just everyone. So they teach you.
So
Oh, see, I didn't know. That's what I was asking. I never wrote Carolina.
Oh,
yeah. That's one of the things they teach you. Y'all for sure, then I was texting for a little bit, but y'all constantly. Right. I prefer better though. I feel like you almost right.
Weird.
Right. Like we are not. We're family. I do not need
You all just sound like you're trying not to say y'all.
Aggressive for me. Like you all.
You too.
No, but yeah, but no, I'm from Charlotte. I was born in Charlotte. Okay. But yes, I just registered for it actually. So I'm super excited. I don't know when I have time to take it, but I get registered for it. Christina, did you say I skipped something?
No, I think Jen said it. What we usually close with is our daily success system. But
wait, but we're not closing yet though.
Okay, well,
See the daily success system's right there.
Okay. So we're on capture and release still?
Oh yeah, but let's shoot through. Okay, command, obviously, yeah, I think the last few pages is we're just gonna run through it anyway, because it's pretty much over. Command, please live in your command. Tomorrow is an amazing class, your 201 club. These statistics on that about how many people you have in your database, met people.
It went tomorrow at 9:30. So you recommend?
I highly recommend it.
Is it in person or Zoom?
It's in person. It doesn't say Zoom.
Okay.
It's in person.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it was both.
Maybe I thought I only saw in person.
Yeah, because I have to double check with my agent service. But yes, absolutely do that. Do me a favor too. If you guys have the time, contact your title rep and see if she or he can pull your farming, and maybe that's additional data that you're going to dump.
Yeah, join us in the training room, and that's all that it says.
Okay, then probably in person. But each market center is doing it at the same time. That's probably why.
Oh, okay, got it.
Yeah. Well, mine is not because I have a team meeting tomorrow. But yeah, so if you have the time and if you feel aggressive and want to get a head start,
They can pull our morning. You said he or she.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. See if they.
I don't know if my daughter's vegan. I have heard that she stays. I'm like, listen, I'm too old. I don't care. I can't do that nonsense.
Right. Yeah. No, and we try to.
She's vegan. I've heard for Peloton away.
Just such a good thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
I have it at school.
Yeah. But yeah. So if they can pull the report for you today, then I would say bring that to your to the training tomorrow so you can dump them into your database.
Okay.
Yep. Okay.
So we just call up
Joe. Yeah. Call Joe, text Joe, email her. She's really responsive. I love her. So
we're all gonna call her today.
I do not say Mary text you.
I'm not gonna call her.
I am literally done. Okay. Lead generation plan. Your plan is to connect with your sphere, build and feed your database. Capture leads from open houses, build a community with social media and capture leads, execute a referral strategy, choose a geo area to focus your door knocking on or efforts, and consider events and seminars.
Can we go back?
Yep.
1 second. Okay. And y'all can talk about the ahas while I type this up.
Oh, okay, got it. All right, ahas. Oh, okay.
Can you leave that up for a second?
Yeah, no, I'll leave it up there. You're good. I'll keep on going. So after wrap up our learning session, and we're transitioning to creating our leads. generation plan. What we've covered so far is the message and a method, right? Our message is very important. If you're going to put a message out, don't forget call to action, meaning call me, text me, pigeon mail me, make it cute, make it fun. And imagine if you do pigeon mail me, do a pigeon emoji, do me, arrow, like dude, you will get responses. Try to think outside of the box. I'm all about thinking outside of the box, as you can tell. But you know why? Because there's a method to the madness. When we stand out, people are gonna literally say, I didn't know that. When I started inviting you guys, or y'all, see now you come back to that. When I invite you to my social media, you'll see some of my videos. And if you look at my content, it's literally like all like just booms and things and that, and call me and message me, you know, talk soon. There's always a call to action. Okay. Prospecting versus marketing. Of course, we want to make sure that we prospect very diligently, but also very purposely. Figure out before you even get into the prospecting mode, whether that's door knocking, calling, build yourself a bunker. Have you heard that before? Yes. Okay, yeah. So if you're prospecting, build yourself a bunker, meaning get your water ready, get your snacks ready. Because as soon as you decide to do that, if you're door knocking, I pray to God that you are building your bunker, right? You have you have everything you need, your flyers, and then obviously you need to make sure that you stay healthy and hydrated. But if you're lead generating here in the office and making phone calls, build that wall. So MIA, do not talk to me, do not disturb signs are going up. I'm busy growing my business. And I would be like, so you should too. Why are you calling me at lead generation hour? Oh, it's my agent. When they were like, hey, can I sit with you? Can we have a coaching session? Like, no, you can text me after 12 p.m. because you need to be lead generating as well. The same.
All right.
Very useful. Huh? I know. Sometimes I don't preach I don't practice what I preach, but I do try. I finally completely knocked the third sign on my door. And I had to change my door knob to where it belongs. Because my agent, and I love them very dearly, they just barred into my office. So now, one time I guess, when I first got the knob, all I heard was, boom. I was like, go back on your phone calls. Go back on your calls. Okay, referrals, client, agent, worldwide, and business to business. The geographic farming, events and seminars. And this is the last lead generation segment of your Ignite. So congratulations, you completed the lead generation portion. So which means that you gain a deeper understanding, you know what you need to do. And please, 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 what is it? The pudding in the, what's the thing? The proof is in the pudding. The proof is in the pudding. Thank you. I was going to put it in the cake. That might be pretty tasty.
It's a plate for you.
But yes, I promise you, if you do what you're supposed to do, and we all know this, if you constantly lead generate as a priority and you execute it and you stay consistent, I promise you, you will be closing escrow if you haven't yet within the next 3 to 6 months. It's that's a fact. That's it. If you're like, you know what, I don't know if I have 3 to 6, then speed up your process. If you're like, I'm on a countdown, you know, money is running out, this is my income, then speed up your process and double down. And right now it's actually a great time to double down. Yes, I'm sorry, you said add an action to our post, add a call to action. Yes. Yep, all good. Okay. So how's your mindset today? Good. Okay. Are we all good here?
Yep. Yes.
Okay. Look, people still trying to enter D9.
They're waiting for the next training.
Okay, well, we're just gonna reach out. We're gonna ignore them.
Just leave them right there.
Yes. Okay. Success systems. This is what you're talking about. So same thing, right? 10 conversations, 10 contacts added, 10 handwritten notes, 10-5-1, the social media engagement, and then enrichment. Okay. Any questions so far for me?
You know what I think we could do?
Yeah, sure. I'm all ears.
So I think we should spend at least 2 first hours trying to be an open house, help each other trying to get open house.
Yeah, and you know what you can do too, aside from classes, y'all are a decent sized group. There's many people here. I noticed that Bob puts together the power hour call. Why don't y'all put together an open house, hunting open house, where everybody brings their laptop and y'all figure out your location and click the MLS and start taking phone calls.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing right now, and I'm actually getting that's what I'm
Good. And did y'all know that y'all can email the leadership team in Coastal and LA Harbor and say, hey, I'm available this weekend. Does anyone need help in that open house? Last week, I had 3 other agents outside of our area that needed someone to host their open house on Friday and Saturday. And all my agents all had open houses to attend. Oh my God, we went to wait. Yeah, that's insane.
I'm texting you right now. See.
Good. No, Joseph said, you know who else? I just got an email from
where's your card tab?
Okay, there was one of your agents that actually sent me a personal email and said, hey, Mary, I don't want to overstep my boundaries, but if you have any agents that, need help, open house, or can I pop into your office 32 meetings to start meeting other agents? Come on in. Yeah. The downside is our team meeting is right before y'all's. So you'll, as soon as ours is over, you're gonna have to gun it back here. But our team meeting is every Wednesday from 10 to 11 and all over our welcome. So don't be shy. We're right off of Western. It's a perfect location because there's Trader Joe's and a Marshall.
You go show and network.
Yeah, and we have a movie theater too.
I'm positive.
So that's been one of my my events there. Which well, you only saw that, and then the freezer you have 2 of those. Well, that's because that was my first time meeting a lot of y'all, so I was gonna share anyone.
Being easy.
I was. I slide in slowly. I'm not gonna, tackle you first down. But good. Okay. Oh, I think.
What was the last name?
King.
King.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, you're good. All yours. We're done. Thank you.